So he put in there. He put thyme in there. You said
Yeah, thyme.
thyme and paprika. See, the recipe that you saw on the internet was a little bit different than what's on YouTube. Oh yeah, now it's getting reduced. You see, it's soaking up all the juices. And the more this gets reduced, the better, because all the veggie is going to soak up the juices. This stove that Rosie bought. I don't know where she got it from. Maybe the internet, probably.
It's highly rated. I've cooked a lot of meals on it with no problem at
The
all.
Coleman is much better than this. I've used the Coleman a lot, and the Coleman is great. It puts out it's a lot hotter than what you have in a camper van. It's actually like 2 times
All
hotter.
right, and we are back. Welcome back, everybody. And we hope we don't freeze this time.
So what I'm doing here is just reducing this up.
All right. Here we are. We are back. All right. Tend the fire a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, I had to restart. I have no idea what happened.
Is this the absolute as high as it goes?
Yep, that's as high
Is
as
that
it goes.
burner better, or is there a difference?
They're both the
They're
same.
both the same. I mean, I'm looking at that flame. Yeah, it's.
Probably your pan is sucking too much bandwidth.
No, that's what I'm telling you. I've used the Coleman, and this is, to me, this is like a medium low
You've
heat.
got a month to get your Coleman fixed, and you haven't done anything to do it. You complained about the computer. You've done nothing to change that out.
So you said he said 3 cups of what was the measurements for the
3 cups of rice, 5 cups of chicken broth.
5 cups of chicken broth?
Yep.
Okay. I smell this really coming together now. It's really starting to get some reduction here.
Let me go get my glove on. Thank you, John, again. Smells good.
Yeah, just like I said, it's just this medium heat is very.
Looks like it's fine to me. I don't think it would do any more to have a higher heat on there. Probably a lot of fat from the bacon. If you poured out some of that juice.
No, that's where all the flavor's at. Yeah, it's really hard to get that. It's just impossible to do with this heat. I'm just gonna have to go with that much finer caramelization, you know. I mean, there's no way to achieve it on here with this, with a medium low heat. All you can do is just. Let me see the lights coming from this side. Maybe if I move this here, you see it better there. Yeah, it's the same thing. There it is. Doesn't really matter which way you go, it's still going to be light as a light. Alright, I think this is pretty much reduced down enough here. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and add, what does she say, 3 cups of rice and 5 cups of broth. Did you say 3 cups of rice and 5 cups of broth?
Yes.
Okay.
3 cups of rice and 5 cups of broth.
Okay. bit more because we have a lot of ingredient here. Okay. Nope.
How did you open the bag with the juice side opening again?
Let me get this rice toasted here. Get this rice incorporated here. These vegetables here.
All right, time to set a spell. Ooh, I've worked hard on this meal.
It's incorporated there.
Time for another brew. Beer makes everything go better.
Go ahead and add our tomato. And then we'll go ahead and add our, you said 5 cups of broth. We'll see how much that is. One cup. 2 cups. 3 cups.
That's 4 cups in that whole container.
You said 4 cups of broth or 5?
5.
Is that 4? Oh, it's 4 in the whole thing?
Yeah, 4 in the whole thing.
You think we need a little more? What do you think?
Yeah, you need 1 more cup, I guess.
1 more cup.
5 cups. Each one of these in this.
Let me see how much we got water in there.
The 32 ounces is 4 cups.
You don't think that's enough water there?
Probably is.
I have to bring that
I
up
guess
to
I'd
heat.
hold fire on that then at 4 cups.
Okay, we'll
Cheers, everybody.
Okay, that's good. 5 cups. Now go ahead. This is going to take forever to come back up. So I'll go ahead and add a little bit of salt. Add a little bit of black pepper. I guess I'll use this as usual. A little more salt just in case.
Fish. Fish gloves.
And we'll add some paprika. That's good. Paprika's not spicy. Add a little bit of thyme. How, is this thing open or what?
Yeah, I can hook you up with Miss Gina.
You want to open your little thyme thing? I don't think we called for it, but
Yeah, it is.
okay. And they have to come into a boil, and you put it on low, and that's when the rice will cook through. Let me get my top. sure you don't want to use those jambalaya spices?
Yeah. Why don't you
Now's the
make
time
it
now. They taste pretty
why
good.
don't you make it as he directed? Half a teaspoon of
Well, this is not the way he said he made it. When the recipe you read was different than.
We
How
bought
much?
the recipe that I,
Okay.
you agreed when we were shopping to do that.
I think your jambalaya spices taste pretty good. I think we should add some of those in here, but if you don't want to add it, that's fine.
Well, why can't you make it as he wrote it? I mean, that's my question.
Now this is going to have to come up to a boil.
Well, I know that the rice has to absorb.
Yep. So once this comes up to a boil, I'll have to put it on low here. And we'll go ahead and. Is it to a boil yet? Yeah, it's almost there. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much bubbling. I'll go ahead and put this top on. And then I'll put it on low. See what happens. We don't want our rice to get overcooked. I don't know. Hopefully that'll steam up.
Well, that's probably too low.
Huh?
That's probably too low.
How high you want it? A little higher?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, even more. Because that's low is like on this stove is pretty low.
How high do you want it? Because I don't want to.
That looks good right there.
All right. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. See if that rice absorbs that. Ah.
While this is going, I'm going to go ahead and start my cleanup. So we can expedite things here.
Cold windy night. A cold December night. With the fish gloves.
He was using jasmine rice, John Besh.
Well, you had a choice of with the Vikings.
We'll see how this holds up.
Yeah, the fire is nice. How you doing, Missy Jen?
See what happens.
Cooking weenies and brats over the fire, huh? Buenas noches, Pink Peony. ¿Cómo estás? I think it'll probably be pretty good. I'm doing good, Missy Jen. Good evening, Mike Jordan. No, actually, this I was surprised about that too. Prepping the rice actually cooks with the. You don't pre-cook the rice. It actually cooks. It actually absorbs the flavors and everything in there. So the noodles are all gone. Missy Jen got up early to make sure that she could get the.
I've always wanted to make that at a scratch, but
make sure.
Saturday.
Missy Jen got up early to make sure she could get the Mongolian beef noodles. I got a real nice fire going down. Really nice. Can't beat that fire, Marshall. That's a real beach fire right there. Clean up my fish gloves a little. He's thinking about what to say about the fish gloves.
Food handling. Let's talk about Elvis not washing his hands and putting his hair in a ponytail. Well, let's talk about Rosie with her fish gloves. Let's put her hand on the algae wood, on the bacteria wood. He goes, hey, brother, let me get in there, brother. Let me get in there, brother.
Clean up those dishes.
Oh,
Woo!
that's the funny thing.
Gonna have some good eating tonight, guys.
Yep.
Good eating tonight.
Let you guys, I'll leave you guys with the fire. I'm gonna start doing my cleanup here.
There you go. Jen says I ate the Mongolian grub and then I had more of the chicken pot pie. Yeah. All right, well, let's keep it nice. It's Christmas time, everybody. Put your best game face on tonight. Got a beautiful fire going here in Rancho Kitchen Stadium. He washed his hands. They don't smell bad. It's just wood. Yep. I know, Kit and Kat, you're boycotting me. Cake is delicious. The cake is 3/4 gone at this moment. I'm doing good, Cornholio. Nice to see you. I'm honored to see you in here tonight. I hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas, everybody. Vicky, my brat. Man, what a beautiful fire tonight. Goldie Khan, how you doing, honey? Busy traveling, seeing family. There you go.
Yeah, I like this because it's so easy and it looks so good.
Should be tasty, huh?
Yeah.
All that rice is cooking now.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna get up all that.
Yeah, I think it'll absorb all that juice and be a very
I think
nice.
the secret to this, well, why is he
Did
saying?
you put Tabasco in?
No, you put your own Tabasco. You don't put Tabasco. You put your own Tabasco in.
Okay.
You never put. I put Tabasco when
Merry
I'm making collard
Christmas,
greens.
Craig. Thank you, Star Walker.
I know you never make collard greens, but when you're making collard greens, you put some Worcestershire sauce and Tabasco.
Yeah, the cake turned out beautifully. I got the fire pit. It was a gift from Janet and the boss. And I love it. Yeah, we should be cleared out before the rain comes. Still looks okay. Doesn't that fire look like it's going good tonight? Yeah, we always be pretty good. Yeah, Jen, she can't take the cold out here.
There, that's yours. I can put those back. I really like this because it's easy and it looks so good. The only thing is the rice. Hopefully the rice will be a good rice and hold up.
I think the rice will do okay.
Yeah.
How's it doing in there?
It's
Bubbling away. It looks
bubbling.
happy.
Yeah.
It looks very happy in there.
I think it's a good pan, huh, Rosie?
I don't know anything about
It's conducting the heat. But look at how it's bubbling.
Yeah. Heat will do that. It'll make things bubble.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Smelling good. Smoked paprika is probably one of the good things to use in this. The paprika gives the beautiful color, the red color to this. It's like a natural color. That's why the guy uses paprika, I think. It gives it a smokiness, but it also gives it a nice color. I think adding tomato paste in this would be good too. gives it a lot of tomato flavor. But this is going to be a good dish. I mean, I can tell by the colors. The paprika has made the rice, is going to make the rice nice and red. I see it bubbling in there. I don't want to take the top off because this has got to reduce the liquid. So, I never made it like this. I always made it with Zatarans, you know. But I always wanted to make it from scratch like this, you know. Because I love jambalaya. So I'm hoping that this recipe, that the rice can come out good. If not, then I probably would use a better rice. That's the problem that I've had with rice. When I use the extra long grain and rich rice, it didn't hold up to the dolma. It got mushed up. And that's the problem with a lot of rice dishes. It just gets mushed up. It's hard, really, really hard to I haven't mastered cooking rice. And I'm just excited about this. Hopefully this rice will come out good. And I can say, you know what, I can make something with rice, because noodles are so much easier to work with than rice. Rice always tends to get mushed up. It's really hard to make like a mixed rice dish with meat and stuff like this. So this is really hot here.
All right.
Rosie, you sure this isn't too hot here?
You put it down if you think it's too hot. You can adjust the flame right there.
Okay, I mean I don't know.
I'm not going to take responsibility. You're on the pan. So
because this is boiling it instead of steaming it. It's really,
it's all, so turn the heat down.
yeah, I think it needs to go down a little bit. It just a little bit. Is it because it's?
I'm just glad I've been eating good lately, guys. I've usually existed on ramen noodles and salad for years.
It'd be interesting to see how it comes out with this rice. You know, it'd be really interesting to see how it comes out with it. You know. Salt and pepper can be used to taste. We don't need the olive oil. I can give this knife back to Rosie. I'm done with this. All right. This is bubbling up pretty good. Hopefully it'll take in all that water, all that chicken broth. I think it's going to come out really good. I got a good feeling about this. But we just have to reduce that water there. All right, I'm done with this. We're pretty much done here with cooking. We just got to wait for it to cook and eat. That's all we got to do. See it bubbling in there. There's a lot of liquid. A lot of liquid for that rice to soak up. So once you see that rice soaking up that liquid, you'll see a lot of liquid in there. It's gonna. Wow, it's coming up. You see that? Man, this is gonna look good.
Got a real roaring fire going.
I've always had a challenge cooking regular rice if it's not like rice-a-roni or Zatarans, you know. I always wanted to make something that I could make rice with it, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm excited this is gonna come out. All we need to do is just have this liquid reduce.
I'd like to have a good roaring fire. Fish glove special with algae special.
Well, that would have easy to make because it wasn't wet.
It's still pretty wet. It took 3 loads of fuel to get the thing going.
See that? Wow, I see the rice. Is that forming down there? I'm trying to see what the rice is doing. Man, this hopefully this.
You were like 1 cup of broth, right?
Huh?
Is it absorbing?
Yeah. Well, it's bubbling. It's going to take time. There's
Looks
one.
like it's absorbing.
Huh?
Yeah, it looks like it's
It looks like it's absorbing.
Oh. Yeah, I got a good fire going tonight.
I wonder after you try this jambalaya, if you would make it in the future. After you try it and taste it, what would you change about it? You know, like
Yeah, let me
well, after,
taste it.
yeah.
Because I always am very positive on cooking. When somebody's cooking, I feel like I want to, number one, appreciate the fact that he's cooking. Because let's face it, we have a very basic diet here on the Rancho. Has been ramen noodles and salads. So lately, been eating very well. They've been very fun, PJ. Yes, the cooking streams have been very fun. Stop these late night. I'm getting fat. Smells awesome. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate it. Nice to see you, by the way. I think it's all absorbing really good right now. No, we didn't get shrimps. Marshall wanted to make the meat one, the not the seafood one, which is okay by me, you know. Yeah, I need a gourmet. I need one of those heat lamps, right over top of Rancho Kitchen Stadium, right there. What? He said, be careful you don't burn the rice on the bottom of the pan.
Well, that's why you're supposed to put it on low because
Well, it's on low.
with this kind of dish, when you make
Thank you, Rockin' Robin.
yeah, when you make these kind of dishes like this, if you put it up too high at the bottom, you could burn it at the bottom, but then the top will be fine.
You miss me dancing, huh? It smells. It smells really good. It smells good.
That's
Well,
why when
it's
you go to
very.
mix it, Rosie, when you don't want to mix it that much. You want to just leave it the way it is, and you want to get your rice from the top because the bottom could be the bottom could get burned. You don't want to mix that burnt stuff with the good stuff on the top. So
Right.
that's how it is. But this is a good pan though. It's a good Tefal pan. It's non-stick, so it'll be interesting to see what the bottom is going to be like. That's always the challenge with this kind of dish.
A couple people said you need to stir it occasionally.
No. No, if you start stirring it, you're going to start mashing up the rice. You're going to start breaking up the kernels. You know, and
The Colonel's secret recipe, baby.
you want it to be nice and fluffy. You don't want to mess with it. You just want that liquid to reduce.
He said you don't stir it.
You're going to break up the kernels, and you don't lift up the top. You just let it cook once. Once it's going to cook at its own time. Once it's absorbing it, oh, it is. You see, the rice is coming up. You see that? I see that. Yeah.
Man, we have burned a lot of this wood, Marshall.
And I feel like I said, after we make this,
This is all persimmon and applewood.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I would do different. I do want to have the Tabasco at the ready because I do want to add my own heat to it to keep it within tolerance because I don't want a crispy Cajun repeat where it was just a disaster.
The Tabasco, you could add your own. And salt, you could add your own salt. Why over salt it? It's already got salt and meat,
Right.
you know?
Well, we do have low sodium broth that we use.
The only thing that you could add to it is you could maybe change up your spices, you know? But I think that rice is coming up beautiful. I see it coming up. I used to mix my jambalaya, but you start breaking the rice and start making it less fluffy. You start breaking into the rice. It's better to let it just.
I'm trying to get a smell of it. I can't break the seal.
Yeah. There's a little bit of smoke coming on over.
Yeah.
How's it smell?
Smell good.
No, it's looking beautiful.
Smelling good. It's looking like it's going to be good eats tonight on the Rancho.
The next dish I want to make is paella. Which is a Spanish.
No, there was low sodium chicken broth was added. There's not a lot of salt in the. He's the one that suggested low sodium broth.
Well, because you already have salt that's in all the meats, the smoked meats.
I know, Kitten Cat, you're boycotting my channel.
You have a lot of salt.
Should come back and have some fun. Let's see. I just smoked a bowl and did the downward swirl.
Like I said, I would be interested to hear after Rosie has it, if she did make jambalaya, what rice she would use, spices, meats, how she would tweak it. You know, because I've never made it like this out of scratch. I've always wanted to, you know. So it'll be interesting. It'll be real interesting. Let me see how it smells.
Never heard that. Einstein pushed all the raw vegetable scraps onto the ground.
I smelled the tomato, and I smelled. Oh yeah, I smelled this garlic in there. Yeah, really good.
Some people are saying Tefal is garbage.
Tefal was good. It's a good heat conductor. It's easy to clean.
Tefal will put you in the hospital.
They're made in France.
I know. Kitten Cat's been boycotting.
I've always had good luck with Tefal. They don't stick like Rosie's pan, the one she had in there, the copper chef that they have all over TV. They say this is the best. It's garbage. You can't even cook eggs on it. Everything sticks. But the Tefal is great.
Okay, if you ever make jambalaya, just watch my video. What's up, Smooth? How you doing? Yeah, we'll just, well, the Kitten Cat, let's just ask Smooth to be light on the wrench and come in and enjoy yourself. And Merry Christmas to you. I like you in the chat.
I want to achieve a nice fluffy rice, Rosie. Like, you know, when people say mix it up.
John Besh said cast iron is best. I don't know if our skillet would be.
What else he used in that recipe? He used, which is not healthy, bacon fat, lard, like I think rendered bacon fat. He also put pulled pork in there. He put fresh sausage because that gives out a lot of grease. So, but that'll be interesting.
I'm not sure, Cajun Cab, to be honest. Marshall's keeping an eye on the cook time, not me tonight, so. I'm just tending the fire and just being a gopher.
I know one thing though, since
that fire's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, since Elvis Travels came to the Rancho, the Shine Shack has been put to work. The shop here has been put to workshop. The Rancho itself, the Wi-Fi, everything is in high gear. When Elvis Travels,
everything.
even her wood.
We burned so much wood the last month. It's unbelievable.
The lemon trees. In other words, the Rancho is being put to high use now.
Higher and better use. That's right.
I mean, if you think about it, I kind of see
this thing is being stretched to its limits right now with this van build and everything.
Yeah, with the van build.
Absolutely stretched.
But now I kind of see Rosie's vision when she made the Shine Shack. She probably thought about, you know what? This is just a place I could hang out, make a hangout, and make some moonshine. She never really envisioned somebody would come here and stay for quite a while.
Well, it was built for it, though. It's a hard duty place, you know.
Right. But,
it was built for pretty hard duty, that Shine Shack, with porcelain tile floor and sealed at the edges of the floor. I mean, that's what it's designed for. So I I don't really care if Marshall has bins here and there because cleanup takes about 15 minutes to get everything all out of there.
Yeah.
And I've been focusing on the van build. Today was a great day. We got the water system hooked
Oh,
up,
yeah.
strapped down.
It's starting to look nice. The body
It's
is
starting to look like a real factory produced vehicle.
right. No, I feel good about myself. Rosie feels good about herself.
Yeah,
Because,
I feel really good about that. Now,
Yep.
you know, am I going to eat? You know, all the meats were already cooked tonight. You know, it's just absorbing all the flavors.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to enjoy the eat tonight, and that's what I really care about. Get a
Yep.
big bowl of jambalaya because I love jambalaya. The last Cajun I had was awful. It was in Clearwater,
Yeah.
and I swore I'd never have. Cajun again because it was so bad. So bad. It was so water. Yeah, I rocked the van. That's right, Mouse Toes water. Well, I'm just saying, Kit Kat, I think Smooth is adjusting to the wrench okay. So,
One
you
thing,
know, come
Rosie,
on back in, Kit Kat, have a good time. And I hate to see you on the outside there.
I wanted to say about rice. I've cooked rice aroni and like the Zaturn's rice, but I've always
Hello,
had a
William.
problem making real rice just by itself. This is the first time I've attempted because I've always messed rice up. It always turns into mush when I make it real rice.
Yes, he washed his hands several times during this
So I
process.
just hope this comes out good because I've always had a problem cooking rice.
Etouffee, yeah, etouffee.
My favorite thing to eat in New Orleans was crawfish etouffee. They also have crawfish pies.
Yeah, crawfish left me. There's not enough meat on crawfish for me.
Well, when you have it on etouffee, they just take the crawfish and they put it in the sauce. They put it in the
That's
rice.
fine. That's fine.
That's really good.
That's fine. I like that.
But, I love.
Yeah, Smooth is adjusting to the to Rancho. I mean, it is Christmas time. If we can't be positive this time of year, Missy Jen is very happy, Kevin. She's not sad. Contrary to what you believe, Kevin, she's never been happier.
It's starting to smell really
I don't
good.
think Mr. X has timed anybody out tonight.
Yeah, this is. I wish I had this aroma. I wish I could just buy like a Glade can of this aroma. Oh man.
Can you imagine spraying your house with that aroma every time somebody comes in the house?
Oh man, it's so good.
Hey, there you go, Jazzo man. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. 27. I bet it's pretty chilly here right now.
Wow.
That's
rice
already
is
been
really
about
coming together,
20 minutes.
I wanted to say, Rosie, what my brother-in-law says, Narcis's dad is a good cook. He says when you cook anything with rice, you know you're a good cook that cooks rice if the rice doesn't burn on the bottom.
She didn't have an infusion, Brooke. She was re-uploading old videos. Her last infusion was in October. Yeah, we're having a good time tonight. I mean, it's Christmas time. How down on people can
You want to take a peek at it, Rosie?
Yeah, let's take a peek at it. Oh yeah.
Oh wow! And he's got a little look at. Oh wow!
He's feeling proud.
Oh my gosh! I gotta put the flash on this. This is something here. Don't mix it, huh?
I'm not mixing it. I'm not
I think
doing
we should
anything.
put it on lower, probably, right?
I'm not
Because
doing
it's so
anything.
beautiful.
I think it's all absorbed. All the
Really?
Everybody's saying 20 minutes. It's all absorbed. I don't know.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, people want to project sadness on the missing.
Oh man, this looks so good. Let me show you, people.
I got the Yule log on now.
Wow, this looks beautiful. This is the most beautiful dish I ever cooked. This is beautiful. Look, wow, is that steam?
Steaming out.
Wow, look at that. Woo, man, that looks good. Look at that, Rosie.
Etouffee. That's it.
Oh my gosh, look at all that
How
sausage.
much longer does it got to go?
Well, we could take.
That's
We
up
could
to
get a.
you.
We could
I
get
mean,
a.
I'm
We could
not.
get a.
You
we
got
could
to
get a-
decide, Marshall. I'm not pulling the trigger
We
on.
could get. Look at this. Woo.
Yeah, Missy Jen's watching
This is so
inside.
beautiful. I don't even want to eat it. I just want to look at this, man.
It's so beautiful. He doesn't want to eat it. Just look
No.
at it.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh man, yeah. There's Mr. X. How you doing, Mr.
Hey,
X?
like my
Merry
Filipino friend
Christmas to you
Mr.
and your
Y says,
family.
ah ha ha. Look at this,
Yeah,
Rosie.
we do eat late, but 8 o'clock isn't bad to.
This is so beautiful that I don't even want to eat this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at that.
That's what happens when you follow a recipe.
Wow. 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 This is so beautiful, Rosie. This is the most beautiful plate ever made. I'm gonna blow Rosie out of the top of the roof here. Not no Mongolian beef, baby.
Man, that Mongolian beef was delicious.
Man, this looks so good,
Missy
Rosie.
Jen got up early to make sure she grabbed the leftovers that were left. Yes, it's a
Look at
Kodak
this,
moment.
man.
Yes, let's give her a big wow.
Now Rosie's gonna $5 for pocket change. Thank you, brother.
Kitten cat, you got to just let it go. It's the holiday season.
Pay your taxes, show your love, man. Oh, look at this! Wow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's the
have Rosie
Christmas
taste it.
season.
I'm gonna taste it too.
You have a taste. A chef should always taste the food, Marshall.
This is so beautiful. This is the most beautiful jambalaya I've ever seen. Incredible. Now we're gonna taste it. Rosie's gonna taste it live, and I think she's gonna. Let's see if she's gonna say her Mongolian beef is better than this.
Don't compare a Chinese dish to that. Can't you just take it on its own merits?
Let's see. And I can't wait to see what Mrs. Jen says. All right.
Well, you better get her plate and serve her up. Yeah, I'm very lucky to have somebody cook for me. That's what I say. Yeah, Missy Jen got up early to grab the Mongolian beef's noodle because she knew.
I'll put a little bit just to see if Rosie can tell me if the rice is done, and then I can taste it too. But dude, so beautiful.
Yes, I'm blossoming with love.
Wow.
Sorry it doesn't fit your program, dog lover. Mama Kitten raised no suckers. Yeah,
This
he's
is
going
so
to taste it now, Kev.
All right, let's see. We'll taste the rice. Rosie can taste it. Okay, Rosie, I'm going to give you just a couple here.
No, you taste it. Taste it.
No, I want you to taste it first.
I'm not going to taste it.
Go ahead.
You taste it.
Taste it. Go ahead.
What?
That's for you. Go ahead.
That's all I get tonight?
Well, taste it and see if it's done. If the rice is done. Is it mushy or is it not?
No, I think that the rice is good.
The rice is good. It's done. How is it?
I believe it's done.
It's done.
Yeah. I believe the rice is done.
Okay.
No, it's not mush.
Is the rice hard, soft? What is it like?
I think the rice is the right consistency, and
Right.
it's got a good spice note to it. It's not
Okay.
overwhelming.
I'll have to try it too and see. I think it came out beautiful. Is it better than Mongolian beef?
No.
Okay, well, I want to see what Missy Jen says. Because Rosie always wants first place.
Always remember, I'm the dirtiest player in the
How are
game,
the
right?
spices? Is it bland? Does it need more spice?
It's fine. I'm going
It's
to
fine.
hit mine with a little bit of
Tabasco?
Tabasco. Just a little bit.
Let me taste it and see what.
Do you have plates, Marshall, or do you need plates? Oh, man. Taste was good. The taste was good. It's like a decent, very decent jambalaya. I know. His mother's approval is so important.
Beautiful. Let's see what Missy Jen has to say about it.
Did you load her up? Do you need a plate or not?
I just want to taste it. To
Yeah,
see
do
what-
you have a plate for her? Don't give her a sampling. Give her.
Yes, I do. I'm just trying to. Let me just see where we're at here.
I don't know, Carlos. It's the new era of YouTube. You can't be on there cursing and MFing and all that
Wow,
stuff. So
this is incredible.
he actually did good. He did very good with this. Yeah, the kids went to bed.
Wow.
They're inside. It's too cold out tonight.
This is the best jambalaya rice plate ever. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, so
Do you need plates or not?
I'm gonna give
Or
Mr. Jen a plate.
bowls or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Give me some plates. And what do you want me to serve it up with? You got a big spoon
I'll
thing?
bring you a spoon.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Better turn the heat on.
Okay. It's done. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful here. This is the most beautiful dish I ever made. This is so good, guys. I'm gonna put my flash on so you guys can see. This is absolutely incredible here. I'm telling you, this is good, guys. If you haven't tried this, I urge you guys to look at what I'm my camera here, because this is incredible. I'm gonna get
Missy Jen said, "Follow on, brother."
yeah, this is the real deal here. Now, does she want Tabasco? No.
No, I don't think so. She doesn't like
Okay.
it.
All right, let me get.
I'm gonna grab a fork.
All right. Wow, unbelievable. This came out so good. Wow. This is incredible. Wow. This is incredible. Let me take it in there because I want to see what Missy Jen thinks about it.
Don't stick it in her face
I'm
because
not-
she's in her bathrobe and everything else.
Oh, she
Marshall,
is?
Okay?
Oh, okay.
So just
All right,
she'll
well,
tell
I'll
you.
take the camera.
She'll tell you online what you know.
Okay. I didn't know.
All right.
Look at this. I don't think Rosie wants me to get her opinion live on my channel now. It's so good.
I'm the
It's
dirtiest.
really good
I'm the
food.
dirtiest player in the game.
I just want to see what she thinks about it.
I've raised a young, competitive one. Yeah, it was very good, PJ. It was nice of him to let me sample it. It tasted very good. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Tabasco. Missy Jen doesn't like a lot of heat, so.
I won't put the camera on. I'm gonna put it on a plate and see what she thinks, because this is like a big thing for me here. I've never cooked this kind of rice. Wow.
Yes, what's heartwarming is Elvis's modesty.
Look
Yes.
at this. I have a reason to gloat.
That's the dirtiest player in the game,
Look
right
at
there.
this, man. This is the best jambalaya I've ever had. Look at this, man.
No,
I
I
did
think
get burned
it'll
at
be
the
very
bottom.
tasty.
But the top stayed nice. That's why you never mix it. And I'll show Rosie here what I'm talking about, so she doesn't mess it up. She makes it. I've got to ask her. Let's see.
Always quality entertainment on the Rancho. Quality entertainment. Janet Fields knows that. She's known that for 10 years. Woo! Am I gonna? It's like Aunt Edna. Am I gonna eat or am I gonna starve to death? Right?
You know what Jen said?
What?
She said this is the best dish I've made so far.
Jen said it's the best dish you've made so far. Hello,
Let me
David
plate you
Jackson.
up.
Take care, Craig. Nice to see you.
I think it came out great, man. I'm so happy with myself, but it did burn at the bottom because
Yes, the van build
because
continues
Rosie
into
had put it
2020.
with the high heat. So, you ready, Rosie?
I'm ready.
Where's your fork?
Right here.
All right, I'm ready to plate you up here. So,
Plate me up, brother. My son, the Cajun cook. uh, yeah, all the cookware has been distributed around Rancho now. Yes, he followed a recipe. Yes, I'm gonna hit that with little Tabasco.
you want some more? Is that good?
That's good right there. Yeah, pop that down. Look good.
Unbelievable. So you see at the bottom, it did burn, but the top was fine. That's why you see what I'm talking about? If you look what I'm talking about, you see the bottom, Rosie?
Yeah.
If you were to mix this from the bottom, all the mushy rice, and it would have went on the top.
Yeah, that's
you see?
the best
That's
part.
why you never put it. That's why you never put it above low, because
Yeah.
you'll burn the bottom.
That's the best part for me down
Okay.
there. All right.
Well, there it is. Unbelievable. That's the problem. That's why you never.
Original viewers, there's Helen Rochelle. She's been with me since 2013. Janet Fields. Plenty of
this came
original
out
viewers.
great. But the rice at the bottom is. You can't eat that. You got to eat the one on the top. The one on the top came out great. And this pot here is good enough for 3 people, basically.
Yeah, the rice is pretty good.
I think if you would have used a jasmine rice or a basmati,
I put a little bit of heat on it. I like it hot. I don't like it like miserable hot, but I did put some Tabasco on it. It's good. It's good. Nice to see you, Helen. It's on a par with the Mongolian beef.
see, Rosie said officially Mongolian beef is better.
Hey, Shawana.
I think this is great. See, the rice on the sides is fine here, but the one on the bottom,
Marshall, I'll be like you and not say too much.
I'm just saying that because if you look at the bottom, I don't want to put the metal to there because I don't want to scratch my pan, but on one of the sides is fine here. Wow. Unbelievable. I think the rice came out
John
pretty
Besh
good.
had a good recipe, yeah?
I think we'll use a better rice. Wow. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. That's why you cannot put it on hot on medium, because you see the rice at the bottom is mushed up and burned. And the one on the sides and the top is fine. It creates like a
Juice is an original viewer. He's been here since day one.
see the one.
I have tons of original viewers. RB Devs, tons of them.
The rice on the side, like this side, this is perfect. It's nice and fluffy. It's beautiful. Okay, but the one on the bottom is burned because that's how these dishes go. That's why you can't put it on medium simmer. You have to put it on
Hey,
low.
Savannah. I'm going to put a little more, I like a little more heat on mine.
Look at this. Wow.
You put heat on yours at all, Mark?
Not yet. I'm just tripping it there. Wow, look at that.
I like Tabasco on eggs too.
Oh man.
The chef dies. It's cool here, Kiwana. Yeah, how you doing, sweetie?
Yes.
Oh, he said I burned it? No, I didn't do any of the cooking tonight.
What do you think about my decision of using yellow peppers?
What do you think? I got Insane Chef in here. He's a real chef. Hello, Sherry. How you doing, babe? Happy Merry Christmas to you. What do you think, Insane Chef? Look pretty good? Insane Chef is the real deal, Marshall. On here.
Well, I think it's
Thank you, Justin Man. The street chooching will return. Don't worry. Before you know it.
Wow. And what I've learned though is when people say mix the rice, like they're telling you, mix the rice, get to the bottom
It's
of
made from rice.
it. If you would have did that, all the mushy rice and the bottom layer that's burnt,
Hey
you would have mixed
Missy,
it
how you doing, babe?
into your good rice. It would have destroyed the rice. That's what I'm trying to explain to you because I've did this before. So
I'm eating. You're
wow.
interrupting my dinner hour.
Really good, man. Mm-mm. I think it came out great, man.
Yeah, I think mouse toes made it. Yeah, I think following the recipe is key.
You know, you don't.
Like I added heat to it afterward.
It's not baking. You can do whatever you want.
Good night, Helen. Thank you.
But wow.
How you doing, Eddie? Looks good. I always say, even if even if it will still make a turd, hopefully a solid one. There you go, Insane.
This is
Insane
so
Chef's the real deal, man.
good. Man.
Man, how nice to see Missy. Missy, I was thinking about you and your pops.
This
I
rice
got the
came out
news
so
that he
good.
went back to that. Wasn't doing real good. I felt real bad.
Wow. John Bish hit a home run, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
It's quite a nice dish. I spiked up the heat a lot.
I put up, yeah. You want some salt, Rosie?
Missy, no, I don't need any salt at all.
Hey, what do you think about adding like lime or lemon on here?
Nah,
No? Wow.
I think it's good as it is.
So, who told you to mix the rice?
Quite a few people said you should mix the rice a
Do
little
you
bit.
agree with mixing the rice, yes or no?
A little bit.
I
Maybe
said no.
just maybe every 5 minutes or so, just give it a stir.
Okay.
You know, that would be my
I don't
opinion.
think it's necessary.
I know. I saw that, Julie Army Mom. I really appreciate that.
How would you say you agree with that if you've never made it with mixing the rice?
Because I have made a lot of rice dishes before. It does look good, Chef. It does look good.
Mm.
The Insane Chef said, honestly, it does look pretty good. And this guy's a professional chef.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you
Hey,
were to
kitty.
mix the rice at the bottom that's mushed up, that's destroyed and burnt, would have mixed into the good fluffy rice at the top, and you would have destroyed the dish. If you don't believe me, you can come and see the bottom of the pan and see what I'm talking about. You can show them the size of the pan. It's perfect. The bottom of the pan, yeah.
Yeah, to me, that's the flavor down there. Got the fire going good. It's a good meal after a very cold day. Hey, HX, where's all the jambalaya? What all is in it? We have a couple kinds. We have 3 kinds of meat: bacon, andouille. And we had a kielbasa. We couldn't find a regular smoked sausage.
Mm.
Mm.
Really good.
Yeah, he can't compliment my food, but I'm supposed to do jumping jacks, right?
You just said
But
the
he
eating, but
knew.
you ate.
He knew that Mongolian beef noodle was off the chain.
I know, but you ate 1 spoon and you said the Mongolian beef is better. Why can't you just be honest and say, hey, if you like this would taste better.
They're 2 different cuisines, Marshall.
But what do you like better? Which one is better?
They're both good. Why do I have to choose and say one is better? One is a totally different. One is a Cajun cuisine and one is Chinese. You never said anything about my Mongolian beef. You never said anything about the lemon cake. You're very stingy with a compliment.
No, I said that your lemon meringue pie is really good.
Yeah, so is the lemon cake. Most of it's gone. I think it's a very tasty meal.
I'm surprised the rice came out as good as it did. I'm really surprised. I thought it wasn't going to hold up.
Yeah, both of them were good. Yeah, it's like asking if tacos or manicotti is better. They're two different cuisines.
But you said that you like the Mongolian beef better.
I was joking around with you, Marshall.
I think this is a real easy dish that anybody could make.
Yes, Elvis is economical with compliments, absolutely.
But
Yeah, he knows my dishes are good.
I always will pick rice over noodles. You know, I'm Middle Eastern.
I'll always pick noodles over rice.
Yeah.
Anyway, he did a good job tonight. I mean, it's very tasty. It's very good. Knocked it out of the park. The nice thing is he didn't kill it with heat. I could take my own Tabasco and boost it up to a level I like without destruction. Like Crispy Cajun was a disaster.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. This was.
He did a good job. Most pleased that he went easy on the spicy because it can destroy it. Too much heat just makes it uneatable. We were at Crispy Cajun; it was uneatable, and I generally like hot food, but theirs was just destroyed.
Oh man!
It was just their food was just insane down there.
Wow.
Wear your warm gloves. I got the fish gloves on. Who knows?
See, I predicted. I did tell you that it's going to burn at the bottom, and it did.
What's up, Debbie Lynn?
So now that you've had it, Rosie, if you made jambalaya, right? How would you make it?
I'd get some regular smoked sausage.
Uh
huh. And I don't think I would change anything else about the dish. I think the rice turned out good.
You said you would mix the rice.
Well, I would mix the rice a little bit.
Okay. So what would that accomplish? In other words,
you don't have a burn on it, and it's not going to do.
What would it accomplish mixing the rice when it came out good the way it is? Why would you mix the rice?
You would avoid the burn on the bottom of the pan.
You would avoid the burn on the bottom of the pan. Okay. It's only a thin layer that's burned at the bottom of the pan. I'd rather have that than.
Well.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but
we're different. I mean, that's the way I would do. I'd give it a little bit of a stir.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong because actually I like the darkest flavor on that, and it would be fine.
There's no way that you can avoid if you don't put it on the lowest heat possible. Even if you mix it, you'll still get burned on the bottom of the pan. Well, the only burn on the bottom of the pan is not even.
Why ask me the question then? Okay,
because I'm trying to understand what would be the purpose. You're saying to avoid it to burn it at the bottom of the pan.
I'm saying every 5 minutes you just fluff it a little bit and turn it. That's all. Put the lid back on. The rice doesn't know it.
Well, I'd like to see you do it, make it, mix it.
No, I'm not going to make it, Marshall. I'm not going to do a repeat.
No, now that I did it, I told you not to mix it. I didn't mix it, so.
That's fine.
But yeah, I mean,
am I still eating?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about a little bit of. I like a little char.
Actually, that creates a protective layer for the jambalaya because the sides are so moist and the top is so moist. And
yeah, so I'm not being critical. I'm just answering your question. That's all.
Okay.
You asked me what I would do different.
I'm like I said, I'd like to see you make it and mix it like you're saying, and see what the result would be. See if it. I don't know what it would change, but I just, you know,
I don't know what I'll make
the
next.
layer on the bottom that's burned is so small. It's such a thin
Marshall,
layer.
it's not really even burned. It's just stuck to it, you know.
Right.
Is it better than Doma's, Marshall?
Well, the dolmas would have. Yeah, it came out better than the dolmas, but
The second Doma's.
the dolmas was the problem was the soaking of the rice, using too much water.
The second batch, I mean.
Well, I think even for this we used too much water. We didn't need all that water.
For this?
Yeah,
Oh, this was good.
but
You only used 4 cups of. How many cups did you use of the broth?
about 5 cups.
Okay, well that's what the recipe called for.
Yeah, I mean, but I think
Yes,
by not using,
Marshall's a very competitive person.
I think by not using the sausage, by not using, I think if I made this, I would use raw sausage as opposed to smoked. Why? The raw sausage will give you more lubrication. It'll be a little more greasy. It won't be as dry of a jambalaya. Uh, this was good.
Golden State. Yeah,
You know?
I'm not. Nobody's complaining in here. You did a good job. It's a very good eat tonight.
But
So I'll say more than you ever do about my cooking because you avoid even talking about it. So
well, I just
you know,
I like your sauce for the Mongolian beef. I would like the beef to be marinated so it could be tender.
the beef couldn't have been any more tender than it was. It was
Yeah.
thin sliced from the meat counter.
To me, the only kind of beef I can eat, cut of beef, is ribeye steak or filet mignon that I think can be tender. But for the first time making jambalaya and making rice, I think that it came out good. Even Missy Jen said it's
Yeah,
the best thing I've cooked.
nobody's saying it didn't, Marshall.
But
But you can't compare cross cuisines.
well,
Only you would do something like that.
well, it's two different kind of cuisines. But what would you prefer? In other words, what you can't say that it's better, but what would you prefer? Would you prefer Mongolian beef or this dish? If you were, if what do
It
you,
drives me nuts. We can't just enjoy the meal and say, "Hey, you did a good job." I got to have comparison, home economics 101 here. You know, if A is greater than B and A is greater than C, you did a good job, Marshall. Enjoy your victory. That's the important thing. Nobody's going to take that away from
I'm so stuffed I can't even keep on eating, man. Good stuff. What is this? Man, this is some good jambalaya, man. Oh man, I gotta show everybody again. I'm so proud of myself. Wow. Look at this. So good, man. Oh. Let me show all you Rosie fans here. Where is the camera at? Won't even pick it up here. Look at that jambalaya, man. Are you hungry? Look at those rice kernels. Perfection. Even Missy Jen said this is the best thing I've cooked. Are you hungry? This is good, I guarantee. Good stuff, guys. Let me make you hungry again. For all you Elvis Travels fans. Huh? How does that look? Look at good old K. John eating the jambalaya. Are you hungry? Huh? Are you hungry, Mr. X? Smooth operator, are you hungry? I ain't eating cat food like Ginger Boy. I'm eating jambalaya, baby. Right here on the Rancho. Some good old Cajun Creole eating, man. All right. I was just saying, I'm not eating. I'm not eating like a cat. I'm not eating out of a can. I'm custom made, brother.
Now, Missy Jen did say that was the best thing you've made
That's
so
what she
far.
said. Yeah.
Now that's honest and that's truthful, you know.
Yeah.
Because Missy Jen doesn't.
Well, because we didn't overspice it. We didn't overspice it. We let the flavors of the meat take over.
No, you let me spice my own. That I can grab the Tabasco and just hit it with the
Exactly.
heat. I like that. I appreciate the fact that you gave me that chance to do that. All right. Enjoying a little opera What's up, Lou?
Man.
How you doing, Nancy? Merry Christmas to you, honey. Hey, Coach 9500. How you doing?
Man.
What a How you doing, Gerald?
What a master chef I am. I'm the only iron nomadic chef, baby. Woo! I'm not eating that ramen noodles, baby. I'm custom made.
Woo! I'm custom made, baby.
And
I'm the dirtiest player in the game, there.
Man, this is so good, man. Oh my gosh.
He did a good job on that. I'm not gonna lie, it was a delicious dish.
I'm so proud of myself.
Up on the Par Kitchen Stadium has been kicking it out of the universe lately.
I'm proud of myself. I am. I am proud of myself, man, because it really came out good. It really came out great.
You did a good job.
It's good.
I'm a lot more of a person that can give somebody praise than you'll ever be, though.
Well,
because to you, everything's competition. It's not just, hey, did you enjoy the cuisine? Did you like the Chinese? Did you like the Mongolian? I like it all, you know? I didn't like the steak, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some ribeye Saturday night, and I'm going to make myself a ribeye with the butter on it and everything else. Woo! All right, guys, I'll be back in a minute. Let him enjoy his glory, his victory lap tonight. Yay! It's a great day for the Assyrians. Rah, rah, great day. Do, do, do. Let me get my bikini and celebrate. It's a great day for all of Iraq. Ba-da-ba-boom. It's a great day for Iraq, baby. A great day.
What a great day we had today.
We did have a good day. It was a good day.
Here. We waxed. We got the water tank in.
It was a good day today.
We cooked a good jambalaya. There was no rain. We got a lot of stuff.
You're finally really starting to get excited about the coach now, you know?
Because it's coming together.
Before you were like kind of depressed and it's like never-ending journey, but there always is an end point.
There always is.
And it's 75%. Every big project hits a depression point where you just feel like, I put my hand through a window here. I felt so bad doing this job.
Well, I think
I got to pulling off the drywall up front, all termite damage.
Really?
There. I put my hand through the window. I felt so bad. You know?
Well, I think you probably had the same feelings working on Lisa Maria's the Rancho because you knew it was a long road ahead of you. But the closer you get, the better you feel.
Yeah, the closer you get, then you're sad when it's over. You know, like wow, you know.
I have fun doing it.
Yeah, what do you do for an encore? Well, you keep it maintained and you start tricking it out and you pimp it out and do all the things that you want to do. You fix the window slides so that they work properly. You put screens in. You do all the things to make it great. And then you always have me to laugh at in my van with just the wooden platform in the back.
Well, it's a step-by-step process.
Yeah,
There's
it is.
steps to it, you know.
It
There's-
is.
We're getting
It's
to the
step by
fun part
step.
now. We're putting the lights in and the dinette
Yeah,
in the bed.
that's
We're getting to
exactly
the fun
right. We're
part.
finally getting to the fun part of the
Yeah.
build. The detailing is where it's won.
That's the fun part, making it look pretty now. Even when I'm
Do you have
detailing.
a container to put your leftovers?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I got
Okay.
that. Yep. Yeah, I
What
got
did your
that.
fans think? Good job on that.
I haven't even really been paying attention to them. I've just been doing my thing. I've just been enjoying the moment here. Debbie
The
Liv is
best,
in here.
the best thing you did tonight is that you did not overkill that with heat, so I could take that Tabasco
And
and
do
add
it
it
your own.
myself.
Yep. Do it your own way.
So when the chef said Tabasco to taste, I really appreciated that.
Yeah. Because you put your own spice.
Yeah, like Missy Jen liked it out of the pan. I hit it with a very heavy dose of Tabasco and everything,
Right.
so it was good.
That's
Now we got some Tabasco on the Rancho. So,
yeah. I mean,
what would you do different if you had to make it again?
if I had to do it differently, I think I would. I think I would.
Would you use regular bacon?
No. I think I would. I think I would use. I think I would use chicken breast. I think I would use. I would want to use a fresh sausage to get it more juicy. I wouldn't use the andouille.
I think the andouille really made it myself. The spice of the andouille, when you bite into that, is real Cajun, that flavor. In my opinion, I'm not a big Cajun. I mean, I got Cajun Kev. He's Cajun through and through and stuff. So that's the kind of,
I think you would. I think I'd rather make this with chicken because sausage is not good for you. It's not healthy.
well, how much fat do we eat here? For me, speaking for myself, the answer is very little fat. You know.
I think I would add more. I would add red and yellow peppers. The peppers give it a great sweetness. The peppers. I think that I probably wouldn't. I like the tomatoes in there, but I probably would add. I'd probably put a little bit more tomato flavor. Probably put a little bit of
Diced
tomato
tomatoes?
paste. Huh?
More diced tomatoes in there.
Yeah, like maybe fresh diced tomatoes. More tomatoes, yeah. And I would.
I think I'd make it exactly as he made it. I think it was good.
The thing with the sauces is just too high in fat. And I would make it with chicken and shrimp.
Well, you don't eat this. This is a restaurant meal. You know, it's not something you eat every day.
It's
Right?
just the sausage has too much cholesterol in there.
Well, you know, my cholesterol's not even measurable. It's so low.
How would this work out with brown rice?
Brown rice would be kind of tough, and
Ooh.
chewy. I'm not sure it would be good. That's good.
Well, it's healthier for you, I would want to make a healthy version with chicken breast and shrimp. And brown rice, maybe. Make a healthy version. Because this is the good one.
There's a lot of fat, but it's very
There's just
tasty.
too much fat.
It's tasty. Yeah. We're in the post-game analysis now. We're in the post-game show. Don't get him started. Yeah, I agree, Melton John. The andouille really makes it.
I would do it with chicken, just chicken, straight chicken. Brown rice and just chicken.
Johnny Wide.
You know?
With your big Johns.
Because brown rice is healthy for you. Chicken breast, Man, that was good. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm gonna have a go at steak on Saturday.
I know you like strip steak. Why don't you go for
No, I'm going for ribeye,
Ribeye.
man. Post-game analysis. Yes, we're doing the post-game wrap-up.
why don't you do a ribeye with blue cheese on the top? Blue cheese.
Sean
Is
the
good,
Brit.
you know.
Hey, how you doing, Lisa Ann? Nice to see you. Happy holidays to you, honey. James Dean, how you doing?
So,
Hey.
just one question I have to ask for everybody, for Elvis Travels and Rosie O'Kelly fans. What do you think made the rice burn at the bottom of the pan? Was it because we didn't mix the rice, or because the flame was too high on the stove? Let's see what people say. What people say. I don't know exactly, but maybe you guys know. Just wondering what people would say. But it was beautiful.
Gina said, don't try with brown rice. There's more technique to it.
Well, I tried to make dolma with brown rice and it wouldn't cook. It was hard as a rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a go at the ribeye. I think the fish gloves added a certain panache to even though Marshall's gonna deep six my fish gloves if he gets his hands on them.
Well, I mean, you talk about sanitation. Rosie talked about Elvis not washing his hands. Rosie's got her fish gloves, and I thought
It's like,
it was
don't
the
hate
smell that
on.
was emanating from her. But I didn't want to hurt. I didn't want to be offensive.
He was a gentleman. You know?
Yeah, I creeped up behind Rosie. I'm like, I was just smelling her.
Is that your crack?
I'm like, where is this coming from here, man? And then I didn't
Is that
want to.
coming from your vagina or what?
I didn't want to be offensive, And then she's like, no, it's fish gloves, man. And then she had them in her hands, and she's grabbing this firewood that has bacteria and algae on it, and all this stuff. And then she's like, hey, let me get in that pot, brother.
How you doing, Pink? Yes, it gets my seal of approval tonight. He threw down a good meal tonight. Stirring it while cooking makes all the starch come out. That's what Kiwana said.
Well, okay, this is what I noticed.
She's a good cook.
If you stir it, like right now, the rice was fluffy. The rice was fluffy.
Yeah, there you go, Sherry.
And it built up, that bottom edge was like a shield, a barrier to make where it was pretty on the top. If you would have mixed the jambalaya, it wouldn't have looked as pretty on the top. It would have in other words, the meat, everything rose to the top, and there was this bottom layer of just mush. And if you would have mixed it, it wouldn't look pretty on the top actually, and then it wouldn't have been as fluffy. You would have just mushed up the rice. So I don't believe in mixing it.
Did I kill the fire, or is it too much wood on it, or what?
Well, there's no.
I'm trying to burn through a lot of wood here. Oh boy.
It's going pretty good.
It's going okay. It's not great. It's going good early.
Well, you need to kind of fan it out. You need to fan it out a little bit.
Yeah, I think the key ingredient was.
If you can open it up a little bit, that big.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The key ingredient was fish gloves. I think that. Anyway, Marshall, I ate very well tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I just think it's the best thing that you've knocked out here so far out of Rancho's Kitchen Stadium.
Well,
I
think
mean,
all the other stuff
my
was.
honest opinion. I think it's the best thing that you've kicked out here on here. And I think you have to enjoy your moment of glory.
I was happy. I want to tackle rice. Rice is a challenge for me. It's always been a challenge. It's
Yeah.
the first time I've ever cooked rice where I didn't get to mush it up, and that's what.
Well, when you told me no, you don't pre-cook the rice, I thought, oh, okay. There's the key to it, Because I'm like, hey, man, we got to cook the rice.
Imagine if you would have pre-cooked the rice and put it in, what would have happened?
Yeah, it would have gotten all mushy. Yeah. It wouldn't have. The rice wouldn't have stood up to. It for sure. The post-game show. Debbie Lynn says you have to stir it on medium-high heat.
Why would you want to stir it? If you stir it,
I don't know. How you doing, RB Cat, Fat Cat?
With Debbie Lynn, you saw how beautiful the jambalaya was. All the meat and vegetables roasted on top.
RB Fat Cat, how you doing, honey? Nice to see you.
And the bottom was like a protective layer of rice. So, if you stir it, all you're doing is you're starting to mush up the rice and getting away from the fluffiness. It's just like making a meringue, right? It's light and airy. If you stir it more, it ain't gonna be light and airy, right?
No, the good thing that thank you, Bill Ellis. The good thing that Marshall did was he allowed me to spike up the heat on it. So for me, the Tabasco added a great heat element to it. That was
Yeah.
the real McElhenny's
Michael Henry here.
McElhenny, and it was really, I could spice it to the level I wanted.
Yep.
And I went back and I added another hit of the Tabasco, so that really made it nice. He didn't didn't mangle it with too much heat. So yeah, it's nice to see you back, RV Fat Cat. I really miss your uploads and life around the park and everything. Uh, just move the ends inwards. There we go. Ah, friggin' frig. uh, what a night. What a night. I think I really killed this fire over here. Uh, hey, Mark Dodge, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Mark Dodge, one of my original old-time subscribers. The king is on the throne. Ladies and gentlemen, the chef will return momentarily. Great night, Charlotte. Yeah, thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Mark Dodge. People say, where are your original subscribers? There's another one in there. Uh, Boy, there's a big mosquito here. Woo. Yeah, take care. Take care, Tammy. Thank you, sweetie. I'm gonna go get a refill on this. I'll be right back, guys. Keep an eye on the fire for me over there.
Show you the jambalaya. Show you guys one more time here. Put this leftover jambalaya in here. There's the leftovers. The only part of the pan, and I'm going to show everybody this that you're saying to mix it. Let me show you how beautiful this rice came out here. There's no point of mixing it. Tell you why. You see how beautiful the rice is? You see how beautiful it is? Now let me tell you why you shouldn't mix it. You see how the rice is perfect, right? The rice is perfect here. You cannot argue that. The rice is perfect. Now, I'm going to show all you Elvis Travels and Rosie O'Kelly fans why you shouldn't mix the rice. You see how it's perfect? The rice is perfect here. There's a little bit. You see how it's nice? Now, the only part of the pan that was burned is this part here. What was you accomplished by mixing the rice and making it not fluffy. What, this little part here? It's not even a half an inch. And this is what makes a great Tefal pan. You see that? That's the only part where the rice stuck. Here, the rice is perfectly beautiful. The rice that came out, it's perfect here. You can't ask for a better rice. And you see here, the only part of the rice that's burnt is this part here. I want to show people this so they see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no problem.
If they can just see this.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, show 'em.
Yeah, I just showed my fans.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
see the rice here, it just came out of the pan. If they can see it here. I don't know if they can see it on your camera. The rice is perfect here. You see that? It's not mushy. You see that? The rice is perfect. Now, what would you have accomplished by mixing the pan? Nothing. Because the only part of the pan that was burned.
Marshall, you ask people what.
I'm just saying, yeah, this is the only part of the pan that was burned. Here it is. You see that? That's it. Only this section here. So, for all you people that say mix jambalaya, what are you accomplishing by mixing the jambalaya? You're not accomplishing nothing.
Well, you did ask people what they would do differently.
Again, and that's why I'm proving what people are saying is not true. This is the only part of the jambalaya that was burned. This little section here. I did not touch it. I didn't even mix it. So by not mixing it, it looks prettier. It protects the rice, and this is testament to a Tefal pan. How nice a Tefal pan is. I can bring this off right now with a spatula with my hand. It will come right off because it's a good pan, Tefal pan. See, so you don't have to mix the rice at all. You know, that's all you got to do. So. And even this is not bad for eating. It's actually pretty good. Great Tefal pan. I just took this off with my hands here. The pan doesn't stick. Nothing sticks. See, Rosie, nothing sticks.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good pan.
It's a good pan. I paid $30 for this pan. You see that? I just wiped it off with my hand. So that's what I want to show people. Right there. You don't accomplish nothing by mixing it. Nothing. Absolutely no. You don't accomplish anything by mixing the jambalaya. You just mush it up and make it less fluffy. So that's the proof of it. So you use a Tefal pan, you don't mix it. That's, you know. That's how that is.
You get that?
You want this left over for you, Rosie?
Well, we could have it tomorrow for lunch, maybe.
Look, I'll put it in the
That'd be good. Yeah, we can have it for lunch tomorrow. I guess we'll be working inside the rig tomorrow. Probably go down and pick up some paneling if it's not pouring. Probably go down and pick up some paneling if it's not pouring.
paneling.
Yeah, 'cause I want to test stains and things on it and all that. Keep moving forward. We're getting close to the electrical cutover too. Nice stove. It's a nice stove. to be raining, so anything you have outside tonight, make sure you put
Yeah, I'll
it
put
in.
it over here. I'll put it over.
That's your salt and pepper there.
Rosie make a really good lemon cake.
This is the real deal, man. I don't use any other Tabasco. To my way of thinking, this is the best of the best. And the best thing that Marshall did tonight was allow me to spike up my own. I mean, this tasted great, but this put it over the top because I could adjust my own heat
Spice,
level. Yeah.
This is your spoon, Rosie. That's the best thing about jambalaya. You can just adjust your own heat. Let me turn my flash off. I don't need that flash on now. Yep, good meal, good meal. Yep. For all the people that said I can't cook and I don't want to cook, I don't like to cook, well, heck, who's cooked more in the nomadic community? More than Elvis Travels and Rosie O'Kelly since I've been on the Rancho. So that myth is debunked. Go ahead and rub that up.
Yeah, this one.
This is my towel, right?
Yep. All right. Ah.
You know, it'd be interesting to make a lamb jambalaya, but with Middle Eastern spices. Could you imagine that with basmati?
There we are.
This is the perfect size table too to work
This
with.
was my whole kitchen for the first 2 years I lived here.
On the Rancho, right?
Yep.
You were remodeling it.
I did.
It's got a very sentimental feel to it, right?
Yeah,
I'll put it back.
it's got a deep dish because it was used to much. It was the only thing I had. All right. All right. Yeah, Marshall needs to boondock at Julie Army Mom's casa, huh? I'm just having a cup of coffee. Ah. Woo! Woo! Post game show. I enjoy a good lamb. Missy. Ah. Well, it was a job. It was a good job. Gerald. Silence of the Lambs.
What's beautiful about this dish, Rosie,
Yeah, he did. We talked about seafood. Okay, there you go, Jen. Jen, no problem. We talked about seafood, but Marshall said let's make it the traditional with the meats in it, and that's what we decided to go with. Julie's packing heat.
Yep. What a life, huh, Rosie?
What a life. Yeah, I guess I'll zoom in over there and go sit around the days of the hot beverage. That's it, aiding in digestion. I always have to have coffee after, even on the road. I told Marshall I got to stop at 7-Eleven or Tim Hortons to get my coffee. That was it. I'll take my phone out over and be reading the comments over here.
What a life.
What a life. What a life.
Oh man.
Ah. Marshall doesn't want to ever leave the Rancho. His the winter quarters. The winged bull flies
Well,
again.
look at how much stuff we got done here, man.
Yep.
If you were out there and had to do all the stuff we had to do, people could go out and work on their vans in the desert. They can't get land. They're fighting with BLM land.
I'll be on the phone, so.
You know they're trying to get land.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to succeed, though.
Well, if enough people donate,
Well, I don't think that they will. Those people, they raise money for a good cause in that one person, but you know, it seems like a one stop Johnny. You
the
know,
advantage of having your own property, you get a lot of things done. Man, this wind is just shifting all over the place.
yeah, the wind's all over the
I don't
place
know which way
tonight.
it's going.
All right, grab my seat by the fire.
Yeah, this wind is just shifting. It just shifts.
We have the post-game digestion here.
Just that it's shifting all over the place.
Yeah, it's going to shift. I'm going to get a shower before I go to bed.
Let's see here. It's back here. Yeah, right there.
Seat by the farm. Let me raise this up a bit. Continuing with the post-game show.
It's just shifting all over the place. You don't know which way it's gonna go.
It's getting ready for rain to come in.
Probably that's what it is. Yeah. We're going that way. It's coming this way.
Yeah, I don't know which way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's coming from the south.
It's
now.
coming from every direction.
Post-game
Woo!
show. Turn that down. It was a very good day today.
Yeah.
You can feel a hill wind blowing.
Yeah. It's a front coming through. Yeah, these guys are struggling, Rosie. They're trying to get land so they can work on their vans.
Who's going to actually own the land? Are they going to develop a trust?
A non-for-profit LLC. People
Yeah.
donate. You know, everybody can use the land and, you know, get work done. But
Big windy.
yep.
That means a storm is on the way. Here we go.
Wind's coming from all over the place. Boom. See that?
Yeah. But the rainy season is over. Well, I mean, the
Really?
fire season is over.
Yeah, that's the good news.
Yep.
That was stressful to deal with.
Yeah, I'm right here. I just had to adjust the. I think you can see me okay here. Yeah. Man, that feels good. Well, here I am, Missy, and I feel like I got a very happy belly tonight.
I think people will donate to this nomadic cause and get this land for these different people that are
I'm
trying
not
to.
sure.
Because the RV community is growing by leaps and bounds.
How you doing, hippie peas? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well.
You don't think enough people will donate, Rosie, for that?
Yeah, I don't think that they will. They'll be too worried about who owns it, use it. There'll be fees charged and all that. I find a lot of RV people are very cheap.
Actually, no. I mean,
Especially van dwellers.
no.
No, it doesn't snow here, Ilva.
RV community is comprised with a lot of different levels of people. You got people in the RV community that got a lot of money.
Some of them, but a lot of them don't want to be around. They want to be in nice RV parks and stuff like that. Ooh, look at this wind, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's really.
Now it just shifted to the northwest. Wow. Wow. Let me look at the weather here. We're good till about another hour or so, and then the rain will come in.
Oh, really?
100% chance of precipitation tomorrow. We got rain today, rain tomorrow, rain Thursday, cloudy Friday, rain Saturday, rain Sunday, rain Monday, rain Tuesday,
Yeah.
rain Wednesday, Christmas Day, rain Thursday. So
No breaks.
no breaks, but at least we got most of the stuff done.
Yes.
I didn't have to stand in the rain to do the water system back here. That was a real plus today.
Yeah.
I have a happy belly. Well, we don't. Everything is so wet here and damp. Nothing's gonna burn. If it was October and that wind came up, then we'd be in real big time trouble. We've had so much rain. This is like a short little break we're getting here.
The rainy season here, man. It's
Right.
it's a drag.
Yeah, all we need is marshmallows. That's it. William Wallace said, -6 degrees here this morning. I agree, Missy. It's better than snow. I can't really take snow. I'm surprised Marshall said it snowed in Arkansas.
So where, Rosie, where is the cutoff in California where they don't have this battery rainy season? Like, what is the minimum of north? Where's the cutoff? Where you know where this is cut off?
I would say where Anderson's pea soup was down there. Like about 2.5 hours south of here.
Really? Tell us.
Maybe down in
Santa Clara? Was that Santa Clara?
Paso Robles, halfway down halfway between here and LA. Because this is just the jet stream dipping low. If you go below the jet stream, you don't have it.
You don't have that.
Right.
So it's. But then you have really hot weather there. Well, I guess if you're not
Well,
on the coast.
it's all pretty much the same in California. Yeah, that's okay, Janet. I'm gonna throw all my stuff into the washing machine tonight, so it'll all be good.
To me, Santa Rosa.
We're not gonna get too cold tonight.
Santa Rosa's too hot in the summer and fall time in the daytime. Nighttime is nice though. But for the winters here, it's just too much rain and clouds, and it's chilly, you know. And the people here, like I said, are very weird. The people here are not friendly at all.
They're weirder in Arkansas than they are here,
Oh, how'd you say that?
and that's for dirt sure. Based on the tweaker that came across your property,
Well,
you're lucky that guy didn't put a shiv in you. You know. He said, "Man, you're trespassing." That guy just looked at you and laughed.
well, no, but then he said when I was off camera, he says, I've got a gun. And I went on this guy's Facebook, and him and his wife both had guns. And I'm thinking, this is nutty. This guy living in an apartment complex next to my property, you know. I mean, thinking that he can walk on somebody else's private property just because there's no fence or signs, it gives people this illusion, you know? Like imagine, what if you didn't have this fence here? What if you didn't have that back there, you know? I think you'd have the same problem, right? People just walking through, or that's what you had before, I think.
Yeah, before I put the fence up, people were walking and waved to me in the morning.
And thinking that it's public property?
No, just being friendly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be nice if Rosie had a hot tub back here and a sauna, maybe a steam room.
He wants a sauna and a steam room back here.
You know, she could have some viewing booths, some with televisions. You know, it's kind of funny. This is a residentially zoned area.
So high density, residential, multi-unit development.
Right.
This is like one of the last available properties for multi-unit development.
So if you wanted to have a business back there, you couldn't do it.
Yeah, of course I can.
You could have a car dealership or
Well, I don't know about a car dealership. I could have a big home business back here.
a home business.
Yeah.
You mean like if you were doing alterations or
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy ran a repair business here, a car repair. This was his garage.
car? Yeah.
Workshop.
I think Rosie could have like her own RTR at the Rancho,
Only Class B's.
and you know she could pave this with some asphalt or some gravel. Gravel's cheap, and people could go in there and they could have like a little 2-3 person get together, 2-3 vans,
You could put about 10 vans.
10 vans back there. Yeah, that would be really cool if Rosie had. If she reached out to some Class B people and said, look, you know, that would be pretty cool.
This wind is just whipping in every direction.
Like right now, if Mr. X was here, there's room for him to go back there and
In double D.
double.
Glories of double D.
I think it's cool to have this extra property in the back. That's what makes the
Yeah,
Rancho
I'm
cool.
gonna hire Elvis as my property manager here for winter time. It'd be like a staycation. You'll have to work here like an RV place, book people in and all that.
Most people just have a yard with a swim, like kind of like the boss's yard. All he's got is the area for maybe not even a. He says it's too small for a swimming pool. So, what makes the Rancho cool is the property. The property that Rosie has in proportion to the size of her house.
Got very little house.
A lot of property. So that's
Most houses today are the opposite. A lot of houses and county road property.
and that's what makes it really cool. That's what makes it.
That's your entrance to Shady Acres RV park. Narse will be the first resident here. I can dig them $200 a month to stay here, you know.
You know what would be really cool? You know how they have those gates in Graceland? You know, with the
Welcome to the Rancho.
yeah.
Most famous property on the
I just think, see, the thing with Rosie is that she hasn't got her feet wet with the RV community. She's right now,
I'm right on the edge.
right now she's just, you know, she's comfortable where she's at. You know.
No, Mr. X isn't pushing 80, Red Solo. What a night.
But yeah, people are struggling to get on property and get work on their vans. Dealing
Well,
with
it's
BLM.
tools. What are you going to do for tools?
Power, you gotta have
You
generator
gotta have
gas,
generators, power.
tables.
Then you have design screw ups, and it's like, oh man, you put a hole in the coach, and it's like, now what, right? Look at how nice your replacement side pieces went in over there, you know? nobody's going to open that water door again or anything.
Right.
We're lucky we haven't made one big mistake on this build yet.
I think the most fun thing about this build was thinking about what we're gonna do.
Hi, Patricia.
And then,
No, I don't see any balls here.
that was the most fun thing about a van. You have to figure out how you're gonna do things. It's a small space, and you have to be creative.
And you can't just put holes through the side of the coach. That's the real challenge. Where to find structure in there to really get good attachment points.
Yeah. That's like they took the rims out of the van.
I know, Kit and Kat, that you're boycotting me. I know.
Rosie's kind of like, Rosie reminds me, her mindset on YouTube. See, I know that I'm broadcasting to the world. But Rosie's mindset, she's one of those people, if she had a business, she would want to know every one of her customers. She has a very small town mentality.
Big city girl with a small town mentality.
Right.
Because I like people, you know.
Right.
Burn up. I got so much wood back here. There's always trees to be dropped and stuff. If you have a working rancho, it's always something to do. Always something to do. All right, I am watching the chat here.
Fun, still won't be. That should be on.
Oh, the channel's getting spammed.
All by trolls? Whose
No,
channel?
I don't
Mine
think
or
so.
yours?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mine's is fine. Let me put this back here so everybody can see it really good. There we are.
Julie Army Mom was a cheerleader. I can see that. Julie Army Mom underneath the bleachers. Huh? Yay, Gina. Yeah, today was a really significant step forward in the band.
Never seen the wind go all over the place like this.
Well, that means weather's coming in.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna enjoy it because it looks like Saturday night I'll be cooking in the kitchen, and I'd much rather be cooking outside.
It's fun to cook outside
because it makes it a lot more fun. You got the fire going,
yeah.
So as the band build pushes into January.
What do you think about cooking?
I enjoy cooking.
No, but what are you going to cook?
I'm going to have a ribeye, and I'm going to put some baked potatoes right into the fire, right into the coal.
Right on top of the...
Yeah.
You're going to put the ribeye in the pan or in the oven?
I'm going to put it in, I'll have to put it in a pan. I'm going to skillet cook it. Kit Kat, I don't give out wrenches as rewards. I give them because you need them and not to them. I don't think Mr. X is a zealot, right?
Mr. X
and Kit Kat, you're always welcome on the channel. I just, you know, if you could tone it down a bit, that would be great. You know, Mr. X is not a bad person.
I think, you know, he's got the right to defend himself just like everybody else. If
you know, if somebody calls you a dick or something like that, I mean, why does somebody have to tolerate that? Man, look at where that was going right now.
Right. what it is, Rosie, with people defending themselves? If they're a moderator, it should be their call.
Well, that's why I let
Should
my
be
moderators
everybody.
do the job.
Everybody's an adult, right?
Yeah.
They should have the ability to make a
That's
decision.
why I let. That's why I let my moderators handle the side channels. Why am I going to second guess them? I just ask people to be nice. Is my only request on the channel. Is we
or
don't
it's
have
like
to.
saying-
There's so many places on YouTube that are tearing people up every day.
or somebody's saying like, even if somebody's not a moderator, right? You're in the chat and somebody's attacking you. What do? You just sit there and you let yourself get punched by like a punching bag, or do you defend yourself, or do you diffuse, or whatever? You know, everybody's an adult. They got the right to ignore, or to quarrel, or to assault back. Everybody's got an adult. You have your own voice. I've chosen to ignore the trolls because I don't need them in my life or channel, and that's when I've got rid of most of them. And I don't need to interact with trolls. Some people want drama, but it's not good for business. It's not commercially viable, and it doesn't mean nothing. Talking about stuff that happened 1, 2, 3, 4 years ago, it doesn't matter. What matters is what's going on today and in the future. Like the election is coming up for 2020. People are going to see what's going on with the debates in real time. They don't care about what happened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. It's what's going on now. So that's what I see with 2020. It's out with the old and in with the new. We should all talk about what's going on right now and what the future holds. And if people want to run their channels with trolls and drama and gossip and talking about people, it ain't gonna get you. It ain't gonna get. You're not gonna be successful in the long run. Why? Because that's not commercially viable. You can't monetize on that, and you're just wasting your time on YouTube. YouTube is about making money, and YouTube is about it's a business. Some people think they want to come on here and say it's just for fun. They start off by saying that, but then in the end, they start making money. Every one of them. So that's what it is. Why you can make money and do what you like instead of just coming on and wasting your time and saying, I'm just going to do this because I'm bored at home. You might also get paid to do it if you got AdSense. Or if you're going to do fan fundraising, whatever you're going to do. So that's why people who are not monetized are fighting. They're trying to talk about other people and get monetization, get 1,000 subs, and get the ball rolling. They figured, hell, I like doing this. It's fun. I might as well get paid to do it. Why not? Everybody else is getting paid. And that's the difference between a channel that's not monetized and a channel that's monetized. Now, there's some people out there that don't care about monetization. They're just, on here. It's like a hobby. It's fun for them. The wind is actually keeping this fire going here. So I figured, just like everybody else, I wasn't monetized in 2014. And I saw Amanda May making thousands of dollars. So I said, you know what? If she can do it, let me do it. And that's when I got monetized in January of 2015. And ever since then until now, I've been making money on YouTube, and I'm getting paid for doing something I like, doing a hobby, sharing my life, making videos. So I encourage everybody out there, whoever you are.
You better make sure all your stuff is put in there.
Yeah.
It's going to be raining in a bit.
I encourage everybody out there, whoever you are, get AdSense, make money, big fan fundraising, and do what you like. But make money while you're doing it. Good, bad, troll, the good, bad, and the ugly, whoever you are. Whoever's making money on YouTube, I respect them for that because they're making money. They're getting paid for doing something they like. A lot of people are doing it for free. Now, why do it for free?
We're going to have to do a quick cleanup in the shop in order to make room again.
So how many days of rain we got?
As far as the eye can see.
Well, there might be days where it's just cloudy,
Yeah,
not rainy, and then you can
might be. Maybe, I don't know. Do not know. Let me get back on the chat. The last of the fire burning tonight. Hey, Perfect. How you doing, Perfect? Man, they dropped that big limb today. Ooh. I have to say though, this guy keeps up with his trees.
Is that a pine up there?
That's a redwood.
Oh. We got some huge pine trees on our property in Arkansas.
Hello, Donna. I don't even remember if I was when I was baking last night on the Rosie McNamara channel. This could be probably the last fire we have for a while here. I'm enjoying it. Even though it's kind of smoking me out right now. Hello, Sarah. The fire is nice, Sherry Anna. Yeah, I was on the Rosie McNamara making a lemon cake last night. The lemons are in, all the citrus is coming in now. Waiting to try that one Middle Eastern orange, the Shibuko. Hey, Mike Jordan.
The lemon cake came out pretty good. It had a good flavor to it.
But it really was spiked up with a lot of one full cup of lemon.
When you bite into it, you get that. It's really good. It's better than a pound cake.
Can you feel the warmth? Yeah, we're gonna get rain tonight. Yeah, we're gonna get rain. But that's okay. I don't have to stand outside. I got plenty to do inside of the coach. So. I know I'm really cozy around the fire right now. Mike Jordan said you two should be in Ohio right now. There's a snowstorm tonight.
Yeah.
No, I don't, Kit Kat.
The weather here reminds me of October, fall in Chicago. Just a cold, just a chilly. A chilly rain. You know?
Thank you, Sherry Ann. I think it turned out good. I'll probably be baking again tomorrow night.
What are you gonna bake?
I might make a lemon ice cookies.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah. Dinner turned out good.
Is tiramisu hard to make, Rosie?
Yeah.
Really?
many layers.
Many layers of.
The dinner turned out good. I have to say, it hit every note. The right heat level, right taste of the meat. Yeah, and the rice came out really good. I like George Jetson was my favorite cartoon character. Jetson. Oh, okay, Amy. The lemon pie lasted one day, and that was pretty much gone. Lemon meringue. I never made lemon icebox pie before. No.
That lemon meringue is good.
I just like anything with lemons is a winner to me. Just have to do a real quick cleanup of the shop and get ready to do panels and stuff like that.
There's only two more outside projects we got to do: is the strip body awning for the LED and the grill, and maybe if I add a battery.
And the wiring is already there.
Yeah.
Mila said I'm making stuffed cabbage tomorrow the right way. There you go, Mike Jordan. Thank you, Mike. Says I'll draw George Jetson for you, Rosie, and Fred Flintstone for Marshall. Always something very nice staring into a fire. It's better than TV.
It's just relaxing, the simplicity of it.
Relaxing. I can't get the audio any closer, I don't think, because of the setup I got here right now. That's about as close as I think. Oh. Yeah, I think that's about as close as I can get the audio on there. Sorry about that. I got the Zoom feature on here. Yeah, I think I'll make some lemon ice cookies tomorrow night. They're always good. Lemon season is here, and then it's only 1 week until Christmas. 1 week until Christmas. Where we took out a tree, all the roots are just rotting, so it just keeps going down.
Was it a good tree?
It was a big tree. I dropped 5 trees on this property.
I hope we could get some days of this cloud instead of rain.
Yeah,
so
I
can
know
at least
too. I wouldn't be too optimistic for that Marshall, to tell you the truth. That wind is picking up. That usually changes the weather.
Yesterday was beautiful because it was sunny.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm glad we didn't go to Reno.
Yeah. I think
Oranges are in season right now. They're getting sweeter every day. You hit that period where the rain hits, then they become oversaturated with water, and it takes a while for the sugar level to build up in them again. We had jambalaya. Had a jambalaya tonight. I had a taste for it tonight too.
It's hard to find Creole Cajun restaurants anywhere. They're pretty rare.
Yeah, they are. A lot of people can't take the heat. Missy is tucked into bed. I'm not sure if I'd ever. I'm not sure if I'd ever make a handheld lemon pie. Yeah, sorry, Tricia. The microphone is a good. The camera is a good distance away.
Yeah, what about those fried pies, Rosie? You don't like
Yeah, I
those?
haven't made a fried
You
pie
haven't made a
before.
fried. There's some good southern fried pies out there. They can be good.
But there's really nothing like a lemon ice cookie. That is the bomb. So because it'll be raining tomorrow, I'll have a chance to put up some dough so it can sit in the refrigerator and then roll it out to the lemon ice cookie. I got to pick up some confectionery sugar too.
So, Rosie, what do you think about a lemon iced gingerbread cookie?
I don't know, lemon and gingerbread.
They'll go together, yeah. What about a sugar cookie? That's lemon iced. Is that too sweet?
Yeah, well, that is what it basically a lemon ice cookie is. A sugar cookie that has lemon.
That has lemon. Okay.
Lemon glaze on it. You actually use a little bit of corn syrup to give a shine to the.
So it's not. I see
Yeah,
some
lemon
of those,
tarts. Yeah, all that stuff is good. Lemon tarts are good.
yeah,
Lemon stuff goes fast here. It gets eaten very quickly. I never really found anybody that didn't like lemon. Such a great fruit. Oh, you got a challenge, huh?
Yeah, lemon
Oh,
tart.
thank you, Donna. Yeah, the chicken pot pie turned out great too. Missy Jen finished that off today. We've been eating good here, but burning up a lot of calories. Make and eat a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. I can't do peanut butter and mayo together. I don't know.
The Elvis sandwich is good. You get some bread, you toast it. You put peanut butter, bananas, and whatever kind of jam you want. And if you want, you can add bacon, but I don't add bacon.
Yeah, but I'm saying, would you put mayonnaise?
No, 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 no. I think Rosie sticks to simple baking. You stick to some pretty simple. You don't get into the complex stuff.
No.
She doesn't.
It takes too much time.
She's not going to get into danishes and
I'll do that on non-bikini baking stuff. Hey, Odds. Canadian Acoustic says that weather sure beats the winter storm here in Canada right now. Our igloo is snowed in.
What about a croissant, Rosie? Can you bake those?
You got to get the puff pastry to do that.
Really?
Yeah, they work well with puff pastry. I'm not going to sit out there and roll it out and then put it, fold it over, then roll it, fold it over again, roll it, fold it over again.
Yeah, Rosie sticks to the simple stuff.
Well, I try to stick to what's in season. Right now, the citrus is coming in.
Is there anything you can do with oranges?
Yeah.
What?
You can make orange cakes. You can make orange cookies. You can do a lot. Orange is not as strong a flavor as lemon.
As lemon is, yeah.
It doesn't have the citrus level that lemon has.
Yeah, that lemon meringue pie is good. Me and Mr. Jen didn't put quick work to it, though. There wasn't much left. I want to take that last piece.
What? The lemon meringue?
Yeah.
You told me you were saving a little piece for me, so I ate it.
I think that's so good you should make 2 of them.
Well, probably should.
Because they are good, and we eat those up.
That had a mile high lemon meringue on that. That had a mile high meringue on that baby too. It had a nice finish to it.
Could you make it with a different topping than meringue?
You could put whipped cream
Whipped cream
on top
on it?
of it. Something like
I like it.
that. Yeah, lemon and oranges are definitely in season right now. First it says love chocolate cake and orange frosting.
Why don't you make that orange marmalade jam?
I have to wait till the Seville orange tree produces the sour oranges that you need to make that. You need a special variety of orange.
Special variety for that.
It's a sour orange. It's the true British style, not the sweet oranges. They don't make a real.
They don't make a real.
You need to have some tartness and a little tang of bitterness to real.
When does the Seville put out?
Huh? Right now.
Really?
But I trimmed it back a lot.
Oh, okay.
I have to do a lot of pruning of the fruit trees coming up.
And it's so nice to have a lemon tree on your property.
Especially a Meyer lemon.
Yeah.
There's Ponderosa, there's Eureka lemons, and this is the local variety they always use in restaurants and stuff. It's kind of costly when you go buy the Meyer lemons. They're not cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, they want 59 cents a lemon, 99 cents at the store. It's expensive. That lemon is good. It's really strong. I like the Meyer lemon. So much better using that than using the out of a jar.
It makes a good lemonade too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna fresh squeeze. I'll make my own orange juice for it. You can try it tomorrow.
Well, I tried to squeeze some.
You don't do it the way I do.
No. I don't think those oranges are ready back there.
They're ready.
Really?
I had a glass last week. It was to die for, that orange juice. I felt like I had a need for vitamin C, so I made myself some of that.
I thought you had. Did you have an apple tree roaster?
Yeah, I have one.
Back there, right?
Yeah. Back in the corner is Rabbitstein apple, which is an heirloom variety.
What color is
It's
that?
good for baking. It's red, but it has yellow stripes.
Oh.
The reason it never went national is it doesn't ship well. It's a real local.
When does that put out?
They use it for juice like July and
Oh,
August.
July.
Yeah.
Having fresh fruit is really great for baking, so I see why Rosie. She needs to add probably more fruit actually. I bet Rosie makes a really good apple pie.
Yeah, I make a good apple.
You can't go wrong with apple pie, you know. Yeah, like I said, I can see why Rosie's so attached to the Rancho. It's the property.
It's the land.
It's the land that she's.
It's like Tara in Gone with the Wind. When she reached down and grabbed a handful of that dirt.
It's like you're in
And she
this.
remembered her father's words.
Yeah.
Tara. Tara.
It's like you're in this urban jungle. This urban jungle here. And then you come to the Rancho and you feel that you're in the country. Like you're in a rural area, but you're not.
Yeah, it's like our own little tiny slice of green in the middle of all this density.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I like about it.
I never thought Rosie fell in love with this property here. It's the land. Now she's put her signature on it with the colors, you know. And you become
Thank
attached
you,
to it.
William. Yeah, you become attached.
And now
to
I'm so attached to the Lisa Marie, I could never.
You're
sell
also
with that.
attached to the Rancho. You know?
Well, I like.
Marshall's had a good stay on the Rancho. It's kind of
But I
comfortable.
came at
He's
a,
got his own private dwelling in there.
I came at a stressful time because
Dog
of the fires.
farts, you know.
The fires got me. So
Yeah.
if I came to the Rancho, probably the best time to come is spring because it's not too hot, not too cold, and you don't have to deal with the fires.
April, May, and June are spectacular.
Yeah, those are
It's
the months.
hot during the daytime in summer, but it cools off very nicely in the afternoon when the marine layer comes in.
Yeah, and then there's no fire danger.
Yeah, it's like a scuffed green acres here. That's exactly right.
You're in this urban environment and you see, you know.
But yet we have our green space, you know.
But you know all around.
You try doing this in a housing development. They charge you $500,000 on Sebastopol Road by the railroad tracks. You don't even have a lot line over there. You can't put this outside and do this. Your neighbors all be freaking out.
You're in the same position as Mr. X. He's got a lot of, for the little land that he has, he's got a lot of room to do stuff.
Yeah.
So that's, you know. Rosie mainly uses this area. She's not really doing nothing with that area there in the back. That's what I was thinking. Me and Rosie might go into business in the future, and we might get into the selling
RV
motorhomes.
repair business.
RV repair. We might get into buying, selling them, flipping them.
Marshall said a mobile repair service.
Because I can do the grunt work. I can do the detailing.
He can do the marketing.
I can do the marketing. Yeah, could you imagine if you had 2-3 motorhomes? But Rosie's retired. She just wants to enjoy life now. She's ran her race.
You know, people have contacted me to work on their vans.
Really?
Stuff to
Have
do.
you got emails?
Everything from dog groomers to mobile artists.
Really? Emails?
Yeah. They get upset.
What are they asking?
They get upset when it's, would you think you have time in 2020 to do a build out on my help with God and put a bed into my, a good bed into my van?
There's a lot of people that are
They
just
get
not.
kind of upset when I tell them it's kind of a one and done deal, you know.
Most people want a bed in there, they want solar, you know. I mean, it's one thing doing an intricate build, but doing like a small thing like a bed, you know. Rosie could probably get a bed done in 2 days.
Yeah, that's it, Obiami. Marshall was meant to come like a storm or a wounded bird. That's right. The winter quarters. It's like the Russians had the winter palace and the summer palace, you know, for the wing force.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I had fun going down to This is a change for me because I'm used to Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, I do miss Mr. X. I do miss Jory. But this is a change for me because it's my first time in California, you know. And there's a lot of things to like about California. There's a lot of things.
There'll be a lot more. You'll get a you'll get a grander view once we get to doing a little local exploring here. You'll really enjoy it. Going out to the ocean and looking at that dramatic view. North Ages was like, man, I've never seen anything like this in my life. He used to be a frog in a well till he came out here. Oh, you had an Oreo candy cane today. That sounds pretty good.
Oh man! Oh.
Take care, Mila. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. The tree what?
We finally let some leaves down, so
Yeah, that's non-fruiting mulberry tree really holds on to it.
for a long time.
That tree really needs attention. This branch is going to be pretty
Definitely.
Yep.
What makes you think that?
Well, both branches have to be cut off, the one on the left and the one on the right to balance it.
What's still the rope on there?
They had a swing here. I guess some kids years ago had a swing.
Yeah, this tree's kind of getting out of control now.
Well, I'm always afraid, like you had your camper van parked underneath it. I thought, wow, we've had a branch cut through. We've had a branch cut loose, and it was a monumental job to saw it all up.
Yeah.
So both of those bottom branches need to be removed left and right side.
Oh, those.
The mulberry tree will overtake the orchard there.
Ah, man.
Good night, Mila. Mila said good night, Rosie and Marshall. And
Good night. Yeah, I remember me and the chairman of the board, Norm, we didn't sit by the fire that much. We just grilled the lamb chops and ate them, but we didn't really sit by the fire that much.
well, like I say, I'm out here tonight, but I'm not gonna have another chance.
It's going to be a lot of.
I don't know when it'll be. Mike Jordan says, Rosie and Elvis, have you ever listened to the late night radio shows Ground Zero or Coast to Coast AM?
Yeah, well, we listen to Coast AM.
He listens to Coast to Coast.
Did you know George Norrie was a Syrian?
Yeah,
He took over our belt. He's a Chaldean from Michigan.
Yeah, it's a very nice fire.
Let's see if I'm still on. Okay.
We burned a lot of wood tonight.
Yep.
It's the shank of the evening. The shank of the evening. Don't get your coat's nylon. You've got to be sure it doesn't burst into flames.
Really? Or is it pretty flammable?
Yeah, nylon's very flammable. Nice to have a fire. You don't have to worry about fire season.
Yeah.
West of the Rockies, call 1-800-243-2699. East of the Rockies.
I like it. From the Kingdom of Nye. You know what I used to say? We have an aquifer here in Pahrump. We'll never run out of water. My favorite show was the guy that came on there that was talking about the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, to me, I couldn't really enjoy it. It was like too much out there. It's like people that think the Earth is flat and stuff. And 20 years ago, you could have never had that conversation. They would have put you in an institution. You know?
I learned a lot.
Yeah, I had my Nightbot do a little bit of a holiday greeting today. I try to change up the Nightbot a little bit. Chinese New Year, Happy New Year. I'm trying to find some emojis that flash on the chat.
I had a question about the drone. When it came down, I noticed the camera was facing down instead of like this. In other words,
we could have had it facing like that.
Why did you have it facing down?
Just to show Jen and I on the ground with our shadows.
Oh, I see. But if you had it facing like this, it would have showed. It would have showed like the.
Yeah. You've got plenty of opportunities to fly. Like I said, you drive the Lisa Marina Desert, and you put that on follow mode, and it'll just follow you along for however long you do. Yeah, we're having a little bit of a fireside chooch. I'm waiting for Marshall to state the fireside address here.
Well,
why don't you go on a rant?
No, I don't really have a rant. I just think that
life is good.
2019 was a really good year. I think it was a really good year in a lot of ways. But we all want change for the good, you know. And maybe in Rosie's mind, you know, she says, I've lived my life, I know what I want, and I know where I'm going to go, and I'm all set. But I try to give her ideas to see if she could flex, you know, because it seems
And
like
I flexed, haven't I?
she's flexed.
Haven't I flexed a great deal?
Yeah, she's flexed. And the thing is that Rosie's got the way she is. She kind of does her thing, and people follow. There's very little resistance as to people convincing her to do something. She pretty much does what she wants, and people just follow, you know. And then whether when there has been resistance for people for people to want her to do what they want her to do, she's usually kind of did her thing. So I think the people, what the people, and I'm surprised too. Um, I think the people that are watching out there are wondering, well, how did Elvis Travels get Rosie to do all this stuff that she's never done before? I mean, heck, we did so much this year, so
They did a fire address.
right. So all the people that are watching, all the women, the men, the transgender, the married couples, all the like
LGBT.
one of my guy
LGBT.
LGBT, for the Mark Handlers and the Mouse Toes. You know, like Ric Flair used to say this, and I'm going to say this. Slick Rick used to say this. He used to name all the big wrestlers, and I'm gonna claim this for the Mouse Toes, for the Kim C's, for the Jen Jens, for the JK No Cows. You know, all the big names out there. You got to admit that there's been one man in 2019 that has led Rosie O'Kelly into a new life. And you're looking at that man right here, the king of the free world, Elvis Travels, the king of freedom. And just like Slick Rick used to say, and this is for you, Mouse Toes, and all the other heavy hitters, y'all pay homage to the man. Woo! And you know one thing, when I call myself the dirtiest player in the game, like Slick Rick used to say, I am the dirtiest. Because let's face it, there's been no other man in our community on YouTube that has done and said the things I've done, but has become successful. You know, there's a lot of wannabes out there. There's a lot of imitators. But there's only one man that carried the torch of the Godfather of Jordan Ave, the original article. And he gave the torch to me, and I carried it.
I love my Kim C.
So,
Kim C.
hey,
My girl Kim C.
if all of you can do a quarter, 1% of the things that me and Rosie have done in 2019, I'll pay my taxes to you. But Elvis Travels is a living legend.
I'll tell you what,
And
it's gonna be good to be on the road again. I'll tell you that.
it's a lot of fun.
Imagine hitting SoCal, you know.
Yeah.
Hitting the Iranian community in LA and all that. Huh?
Yeah.
Boondocking.
Los Angeles, you've
Shooting
got,
on the Skid Row.
I mean, this is a big world, you know, and you know what?
Yeah, there's always a delay on YouTube.
People that are watching out there, nothing against people living the sticks and bricks life, but they're watching nomads. They're living vicariously through the nomads. They're watching
I'll be out in a minute.
us where
I'm
we
making
go. and
sure
what we do.
everything's ready to go in.
Yeah. And a lot of people say they wouldn't live this life. They wouldn't live the van life. They wouldn't live in a motorhome. They wouldn't want to travel. They want to fly and stay in a hotel room. And those same people that say that, all the people out there in the world watching, whether you're retired, whether you're on disability, whether you got a government pension, a military pension, a 401k, whether you're a retired business owner, whoever you are, wherever you're watching from, the majority of people that watch Nomads are living a stationary lifestyle. But they're watching Nomads, they're supporting Nomads because they think it's entertaining, it's fun. Well, my job of what I'm doing here is to be a spokesperson for this lifestyle, for the nomadic lifestyle, for the van life. And what I want to say to the people that are watching out there, don't just watch us, join us. Get yourself a van, get yourself a motorhome, and get out here and live life. Because it's the most fun life, the best life you can live, man. And that's what my job is to do on Elvis Travels, is to be a spokesperson for this life, for this way of life, and to educate people on that there's an alternative way to live and an alternative way to travel.
I actually think a lot of people are doing that, especially in California.
A lot of people are doing it. Every
told-
day,
you
Rosie
told
doesn't pay
me,
attention.
You
But
said, like you said, Rosie, you don't even pay attention. How many
Yo.
people are living in vans and stuff?
oh yeah, I see these ProMaster vans. I see all kind of vans that are converted all the time with Max Air fans. They give it away. They're converted. Rosie doesn't pay attention, but there's a lot of them. I've never seen so many. It's grown by leaps and bounds.
You want to throw that on the fire for me?
Okay. You know,
Yep.
it's grown by leaps and bounds. I pay attention to this. I can tell. Whenever you see a van that has a Max Air fan on the top, a solar panel, a ladder, you know somebody's living in it. It's grown by leaps and bounds. It's big time. And whoever's on YouTube right now, like me, I'm on the forefront of it. People are watching. So, again, what's my message to everybody out there? Don't just watch us. Get yourself a van and join us.
Even if it's just a wooden platform in the back.
Yeah. Even if it's just a minivan and all you can afford is to put a Coleman air mattress in there, get out of here and do it, man. I guarantee you it's the best life you could ever live.
Houseless but not homeless. Right?
Exactly. Happily houseless. And give your van a name. You know? Hey, there's a lot of women out there that are watching. A lot of widows. A lot of divorced women. A lot of divorced men. Retired people. People on disability. People on a pension. So how many people hit you up, Rosie, you think?
Oh, I think about 7 people so far.
7 people?
6 or 7 people.
Asking you if you do a van build.
Yeah. Here's another one to chuck in there too. Trying to get rid of some of these little straps laying around.
Let's see.
Making sure we're ready for the weather.
Yeah, I got everything put up on my side, basically.
Well, we had our 3 days of sun, and
Yeah, in a way, it's good that we didn't go to Reno because we got some stuff done. I guess we can work on straightening that out tomorrow, right?
yeah, we got to straighten up the shop a bit some more. We need to have the floor space to work on paneling and stuff.
I don't see your chat on there. I guess you exit out. You just got your Streamlabs on, I think.
Yeah, I got it on my mobile here.
Oh, you got it on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure we're all cleaned up for the rain. We get up tomorrow, it's going to be raining. We burnt up a lot of wood back there.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people that are putting wood stoves in their RVs too.
Yeah, I saw Justin Incredible do it.
Yeah, Justin, a lot of people were doing it. You know?
Good night, Julie. Thank you. Happy Hanukkah.
Where is Amy's life? Is she there?
Yeah, she retired for the night.
Oh, okay. She was pretty cool. I enjoyed talking to her last night. She knew a lot about the Middle East. What did you do last year, Rosie? And how did you start off your year last year? Do you remember what you did, what your routine was before Toronto, between January and June? What were you doing?
I did a ton of Rancho projects to get caught up because I let the place really kind of
slide.
Painting and putting up some new boards and things, and paint was peeling.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of things to be done here.
Like painting wise?
Yeah, a lot of exterior work had to be done.
It all depends on the weather. If it's raining, you can't do that. I think you went to Reno a lot.
Yeah, I think next week's the week we're going to get in a van and distribute some Christmas cheer around the neighborhood.
I kind of heard people saying, you know, I don't think you should put anything on YouTube to monetize off of by giving people stuff. And I kind of agree on that. I think it's exploiting the people, you know.
Seems promising, yep. We'll do something next week, probably Monday. Monday night. Give out some surprise cheer to people.
Christmas, I guess we haven't decided where we're going to go, but everywhere's going to be closed, I guess.
Well, Christmas Eve is the night.
Christmas Eve, right?
I always enjoy Christmas Eve more than Christmas Day. People seem to be in the maximum good mood.
So, the church that you grew up with in Baltimore, is it still there?
Yeah.
Really? I've always been intrigued to see Rosie's roots. I want to see why she's kind of rough around the edges.
Thank you, Johnny West. Yeah, a little rough around the edges.
Because I'm from the suburbs of Arkansas, Benton, Arkansas. You know, I'm a suburban guy. I want to see why Rose is rough around the edges. I want to get an explanation on why she's, you know, in layman's terms, just why she's kind of ghetto a little bit.
See what makes Rosie tick.
Yeah. I want to see her where she came from.
I'm gonna go pick an orange and grab an orange.
Oh yeah, the oranges are really good now here. Man, this fire's going here, man. It's going.
Get myself an orange. me tell you, there's nothing like going over and picking an orange off the tree and enjoying it. Actually, I'm going to take a second and go pick some. I'm going to make some juice tomorrow morning. I'm going to go pick some oranges off the Valencia orange tree.
I'm gonna give me an orange to show you guys. Orange is good.
That way I don't have to come out in the rain tomorrow and do it.
I'm gonna show you guys. There's a fresh orange from Rosie's tree. Oh, you guys here. Here's a fresh orange from Rosie's tree here. Isn't that beautiful? Huh? Look at that. Navel orange. Big, juicy. Look at this. Look at the size of this orange here. Navel orange. Mmm, smells so good. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna burn these on that fire. Maybe it'll give it an orange smell. Citrus. So good. See? See the orange? How nice it is? Beautiful. of the navels right there.
We got half and half.
So good. These Rancho oranges. So good, man. Look at that. Look at this. Beautiful.
Trick is you make them nice and cold the night before.
Man, these oranges here are so good. Navel oranges. So sweet now. Mmm. They're really in season now.
They're really coming into their own now.
Mmm.
The sugars had to catch up a little bit because of the rain. The rain pumped them up a little bit.
Yeah, these oranges are good. I tried to use the juice oranges, but they were sour. They're not ready.
Yeah, they have to be processed a bit.
Really good.
Man, that's living.
As many of those figs that Rosie ate when she had that fig tree, I bet you she was going to the bathroom every half hour.
Nah.
She used to eat out that fig tree. That was a black fig, right?
Brown turkey.
I love the green figs.
There's a lot of varieties of. There's a lot of types of figs.
Man, these oranges are good now.
They're really. That's what I meant. The sugars.
Wow, they went up.
I'm torturing you with the smacking. Yeah, the sugar had to catch up with the water because the rain absorbed a lot of water.
Wow.
Good orange, huh?
Really good. So much better than what you get that junk you get in the store. Oh man. Yeah, if Rosie had a hot tub here, I'd probably open like a. I guess maybe they consider it adult content. I don't know, but it's be
Take
nice
care,
to sit
Joey.
now it'd be perfect if you had a hot tub to sit in the hot tub and be
Be
able to hang
adult
out.
content in the bikini.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
But she's got room
Yep.
in one of these corners if she wanted to put a hot tub. She could put a good size one. It wouldn't take that much space. And the lighting, and that would be nice to sit in the hot tub and have a cold drink and be on the hangout. Mr. X has got there's a one of those hot tub things.
Send me a dozen. There you go, Lindsay.
Ugh.
Well, there's probably 6 dozen oranges on that. There's a ton of oranges on that
Yeah.
tree.
If I were you, maybe if those oranges go bad, you should probably give some to the neighbors because there's so many on there. not gonna be long.
We use that. We consume or give away. Our
Yeah.
goal is to produce 1/2 to 1 ton of fruit a year out of here.
But that navel orangery, that put out a lot of good oranges.
Yeah, we got a Trebita, we got a Washington navel, Robertson navel. We've got the Seville, the Valencia, as well as the Sabuto and the Robertson. We have a lot of different varieties. We have a lot of varieties of oranges here. Our goal was always to make this a working rancho.
Well, just from the beginning of December until now, in 20 days, these oranges have really got sweet.
Yep, they have to build up the sugar content.
Because before they were not that sweet.
Yeah, I'm too cheap to power hot tub. That's right, Sean.
But the best hangout is to have a hot tub at the Rancho. Rosie with her Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, they are good, Clap Cloud. I'll tell you, they are good. Clap out loud, they are good.
They're tart and they're sweet.
Yeah, I don't like a real sweet orange. I don't enjoy it. I like to have a little bit of tartness to it, yeah. So I know I'm eating citrus. And it's good for you in winter to eat them. It helps you prevent getting sick and stuff.
Vitamin C.
Because we've been out in the rain a lot and the cold. I've never spent so much time outside in all the years that I've been here.
I just remember wintertime when you were here, you're just in there doing hangouts.
Yeah,
You weren't
that's
really
all I
out there
did
doing
was
nothing.
drinking 10 beers and doing
Yeah.
hangouts, you know.
You weren't doing nothing outside, but well, those are the days of panels, you know.
Yeah, I think everybody is like Rory. You asked Rory, come back and do panel. There's no way.
He got burned out on it.
Yeah.
You did it so long. Heck, you ran it for what, almost 3 years.
Yep.
Physically, you had to burn out on it. Now it's time, like I said,
Time to pass the torch.
people move on and do something else.
Yep.
You know what it is? People aren't used to change. They like the same thing.
Let other people have a chance to showcase themselves and do their thing. That's always been my philosophy. I like to see others succeed and come into their own on YouTube. Oh. There you go, Jen. Jen said it's 1:30 a.m. and she's got me over here wanting oranges.
Yeah, it's so cool to just.
Yeah, grow some pumpkins, Golden State. There you go.
It's so cool just to walk out of the shine shack and say, "Hey, I'm gonna get some lemons for cooking oranges." It's so convenient.
What does that mean? Do your lemons have torn leaves, or do the orange trees do? Yeah, lemon cake or lemon meringue pie. Well, tomorrow night will be lemon ice cookies. That should be fun. It'll be raining, so I'm not going to be no rush to do anything tomorrow. I'm going to prepare the dough ahead of time for the standard sugar cookie dough. And then,
Standard. I thought the lemon ice cookies weren't they like a crunchy type of cookie, that not like a soft one,
I don't know.
like a chessman. You know, like a I don't know. There's different kinds of lemon, like the Italian ones, the shortbread ones. Aren't they like a shortbread cookie? The Italians have. I had one at an Italian place. It was like a shortbread style cookie, and it had the lemon icing on it, and it was really good. It was in the Italian. Well, you're talking about making it just out of a sugar cookie.
You know, sugar cookies still have some snap to it. You know, they're
Crunchy.
yeah, they have a little bit of snap to them. You got to really cook an eye on them. Yes, never. No, we don't spray the oranges. I will be out here and spraying the plum trees and the peach tree to prevent peach leaf curl disease. Yep, we're getting lemon ice cookies. Hello, Mr. Old School. Lemon ice cookies. I like the flavor. I like the snap. I like the lemony zing to it. And I got to pick up some confectioner sugar. You can make confectioner sugar by mixing cornstarch and granulated sugar into a food processor and false heat.
So lemon tart, do you get your own dough, or do you buy your dough, or do you make it?
Make
Lemon tart is a great thing to have.
Aspire is a great thing to have. Huh?
What about a coffee cake?
I've made so many coffee
Have you?
cakes here, just tons of them.
What's a good one?
Oh, good coffee cake is caramel pecan coffee cake. Pecan swirls, they're good. They're very good. I don't mind eating a little more because we're burning so many there's so much hard
More
work
active.
being done. We're so active. Yeah. You bet, Sarah. Lemon coolers. Yeah, I remember them.
What's your
Oh,
favorite
thank you, Aussie girl. I appreciate that. Not too clever, but not too talented, but I do try to have fun.
What's your favorite thing to do with caramel?
Favorite thing to do with caramel? That's a good question. I think I've made toffee before. That's good.
Just straight toffee?
Toffee,
Just
yeah.
well, no, just
With peanuts in there,
Oh.
whatever nuts in there. That was good. I mean, toffee, everything from soft pretzels to toffee to bagels to loaves. There's not many things I haven't. I've stayed away from like puff cake, like croissants and that.
this is
I
a
try
lot
to
of work.
make croissants, but it's too much.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I've made baguettes, French bread, everything.
One thing that I'm surprised that you and Miss Eugene are just not into is ice cream, or like this, ice cream, sorbet, sherbet, sherbet.
Yeah, we don't do a lot with ice cream.
No, it's mostly
It's not
pastries.
it's not that we don't like it. It's just that it's not my. I enjoy it, but it's okay once in a while. 8 or 9 times a year is good. Like I like a good milkshake, but you can rarely. That's why I like Jack in the Box. They have the latest honest milkshake. It's
Really?
real ice cream.
I never tried their milkshake.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, really? Yeah, they like the pastries at the Rancho, guys.
Yeah, there you go. Red Solo Cup says, grew up in the Bay Area. We had fruit trees galore. My mom would can them. Yeah, I like anything lemon flavor. There's Mr. X. Lemon Oreos are delicious.
Who said that, Mr. X?
Sarah Smile said, lemon Oreos are delicious. Oh, thorns. All of our fruit trees have thorns on them. You have to be careful. You can't just put your hand in there and pull them.
I think a good recipe. I think you made it. I think you made Twinkies, right, Rosie?
I made I don't I made eclairs, but I never made Twinkies.
You never made Twinkies.
Right. There's a certain method to make a sponge cake.
Really?
It's a little bit of a technique thing, and then you have to figure out you have to have an injector to put the cream in.
To put the cream in, yeah.
You have to get out a little bit of you have to hollow it out a bit.
What about like ding dongs? You ever made those?
No, never made that. Never made anything that was
Cream filled. Never made it.
eclairs.
Except
I
for
made
eclairs.
pastry cream and then made the eclairs. A good chocolate layer cake is good too. A yellow cake.
I thought you were gonna make Boston cream pie, but you didn't. That's pretty
I made
good.
that before.
You made it, yeah. It's good, right?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's. I think it's over. I think it's overhyped myself, Boston cream pie.
Pineapple upside down cake is also overhyped. I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, all of our trees have thorns on them there. I wish I was there. It's freezing here. Yeah, it's pretty chilly here, but the fire keeps it nice. Yeah, our all of the fruit trees, all of our citrus has thorns on it. Most citrus trees are grafted onto a different stock root.
long does it take you to get these oranges and lemons to this level? Like
4 years, 5
4
years.
years
Yeah.
to get to this.
Yeah, you can see some of my videos from 2014 where I put trees in there tiny, and it takes a while. Now, the first year they got to adapt to the soil, and they don't. Second year they don't do anything. The third year you might get 1 or 2. The fourth year you might get 4, and then every year it kind of doubles. Some years you'll get good production. Like some of these trees haven't produced anything.
Yeah.
So once in a while I cut them back severely, and it causes them to put blooms out and blossoms. Man, there's nothing like the smell of an orange blossom. Oh, when it fills the air here, unbelievable smell of orange blossoms in the air. Snow there. Lemon key lime pie. Make that in a Dutch. Yeah, lemon ice cream, like a lemon ice cream, any kind of that. I like a good electric flavor of that.
Well, Rosie can make lemon sorbet. She can make Italian ice out of lemon. You know. I guess I don't know what she needs for that.
Franny's Italian ice.
Yeah.
Up near the airport in Chicago.
You remember that, huh?
Oh man, that was good.
Remember the flavor of that beef, Rosie?
I just remember the taste of that Italian ice. It was good. It was so hot up there, and it was just like, woof. That was refreshing. Yeah, Mr. X is adaptable. He'll be fine.
If you could look back at 2019, Rosie, this whole year, we're about to wrap up this whole year, right? And I wanted you to do like a show or predictions or whatever. But what would be your most memorable moments of 2019? We're almost done.
I'd have to go back and look. I'd have to review some of my videos.
Videos and stuff.
I think really finally, my greatest memory is finally really putting the band to use in a major way. That's number one. Hitting the road and proving that I could live in that van. Number two was proving I could survive the heat in there without air conditioning in any kind of temperature or weather and still be okay.
As far as heat.
As far as heat and humidity, that was a major thing for me.
Yeah.
Thanks to Patricia Wakefield and the little fans that she got me, just got me to sleep, and that was okay. The third thing, I'm really proud of how much money I saved on the road by I didn't stay in a hotel when after I left Kearney, Nebraska, for the next 40 days and beyond. I haven't stayed in a hotel since, we were down in Vegas.
The whole time you were with D-Dubs, you were in a hotel.
Well,
you were
I'm with you, you know. And then we did a Vegas thing. We were in the hotel for a bit. But I probably saved about $6,000 on hotels. And that was major.
I think if you're going to be in a hot area, to have a little AC, you can even put that AC in there and vent it out. Get a little generator, and you're all set. You can vent that. You put that in there and vent it out the window, and just have a little.
This was also the year when I discovered that boondocking was not the challenge that I thought it was. You know, and that was important. Because I had visions of us being chased all over Pacific Beach and stuff, and it's like you liked Imperial Beach a lot down there and all that area. Because you saw how many RVs were down there. People seemed pretty chill; they weren't really caring too much about it.
Well, there's also places that we couldn't park down there, so around Chula Vista and other places.
Yeah, well, I didn't like Chula Vista.
That was a really messed up area.
Chula Vista is too tough an area.
Rosie, you gotta have a prediction show for 2020. Like Coach.
Oh, thank you, Red Solo Cup. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty
Eve,
tough.
You should have a prediction show.
Yeah,
it's a big year. It's election year coming up. It's a lot.
I think that we're gonna have a good time. I got kind of hooked on border town visits. I thought that was really cool.
I know you say that when I walked into Ishtar restaurant, that was a memorable
Oh
moment.
man, that was. I never saw.
Yeah.
Marshall being Assyrian, Chaldean, and all that. For him to go into that Ishtar restaurant in Sterling Heights up there was just I never saw. I mean, he was kind of in a sour mood when we were, and then when he got inside that place and the guy was rattling the saucer for the tea service and everything, and he saw the winged bulls on the wall, and all of a sudden it was just like you could tell he was in his element with his own people there. It was pretty amazing. And then the guy saw the YouTube video and he gave us a freebie the
So
next night.
after you saw the camaraderie that's in my people, right,
Yeah.
in the Iraqi, Assyrian, Chaldean people,
Right.
how do you feel as an American, as an Irish American, right? Do you have a like? I have a sense of identity, a sense of community, a sense of camaraderie. How do you feel being an Irish American that you just don't have that type of, you don't have that?
Well, I just think that's the kind of stuff that makes America great. Is there can be such a variety of people. I've lived in monocultures like China and places like that where there is no, bringing cultures together brings forth creativity
Right.
and cross pollination of cultures and stuff.
Right.
It's really what makes America great is that we can accept so many different people
Different.
here.
It's not a monoculture like
Yeah,
Mexico or China.
and like China, it was just like Mexico is a totally monoculture.
Monoculture.
You can't go down and find varieties of food. You can go down to Berkeley here, and you can find every ethnic
kind
food
of-
in the world down there. You can't go to a street in China and find it.
And that's what sets us apart from everybody else.
Yeah,
right?
that's what sets us apart from everybody else.
Because wherever you go, it's a mono-dominated.
Yeah, it's a mono-dominated culture, in my opinion, anyway.
Rosie's got a point. She lived in China. We've been to Mexico.
5 years in China. That's what I like about this country. You can have pockets of these places like Ishtar and Chaldean communities, Native Americans, and so many different types of people.
In one area.
Yeah, Irish are so deep in America. It's Irish equals American. I mean, there's more Irish in America than there are many times more than in Ireland. It's what you call a backbone of America.
That's a problem.
The Assyrian communities and things.
Well,
They're like the little pieces of pepper flakes that dot.
yeah. But that's a problem with them.
German, Irish, English are so huge. French are so huge in America that they're really the backbone cultures. And then you put the spices in Jamaicans and the African American cultures. And, they're a backbone culture too. And you have all the great ethnic eats of the soul foods. And,
But I'm saying everybody
like
should.
I gave up on trying to find good collard greens and things like that.
Right.
So that's what I enjoy when the cultures are celebrated. And I can't really think of many other countries that have that.
A culmination of cultures.
Yeah.
That's what it is. As far as going down nicely here.
Yep. Yeah, I can't take the cold either, Jen. This is my limits here.
Yeah.
And even now, I can't wait to be down in SoCal and Mexico. Every day I check the Yuma weather, 70, 75 degrees,
Nice, yep.
sunny, nice.
Yep.
That's just, it's so good for the soul to be in that. All right. Well, like Carlos said, Tucker is live for anybody who wants to go over there. I'm going to go ahead and close my chat off now. So I want to thank you guys for being on tonight. Another very fun night. I think Marshall did a good job with the eats there. And I will see you on the morning. It's actually starting to rain right now, too. So, right on schedule. So, let me get this closed. And thank you guys for being on tonight. And I will see you tomorrow.